know what you were going
I did
through
not
to do that, because none of that sounds like mentally stable and healthy.
We're live. Hello.
Welcome back.
Turns out I did not actually shave my eyebrow at 4 a.m. in the morning, but some of us did.
In the shower.
You
gotta be in the shower to make that decision.
Just
in the shower, crying while eating cookies.
It's like buying a trashy magazine off the shelf when you're in checkout. It's just one of those impulse things.
I like
it really was.
I like to see that the cat scratch from the 90s is coming back. All right.
My friend, I sent a picture of this to my friend, and he goes, "Oh, you're even more of an early 2000s goth than I thought you were." And I'm like, "Stop, stop! Boy. It hurts."
Ouch. The truth is biting. It hurts me.
How dare you point shit out to me?
So it must be Thursday. Here we are on twitch.tv/nerdleaguegaming, chit-chatting about our random lives. So that means we must be playing Dungeons and Dragons. Welcome. I'm glad you guys could show up. It is still the height of coronavirus season. Is it a season? Whatever that is. We are still
pandemic,
very responsibly social distancing. We are very, very distanced from all over the U.S. like this, and the Canada. There's even some Canadians in here.
Goddamn Canada.
And we're going to be rocking some Dungeons and Dragons today, man. I hope you guys at home are all staying safe and social distancing, and be careful as everybody's trying to get everybody to get back to work and do that stuff. Take care of yourself. Working, money and stuff's important, but being alive is sort of a bonus as well, I think. So
you can't work and make the money unless you're alive.
Got to be alive. Yeah. So take care of yourself, make smart decisions, and hang out with us Thursday night, Dungeons and Dragons. Let's see. I am DM Roy, your sleep-deprived DM, and this is our usual cast of amazing people. Anna, with her cool new eyebrow, we love her. Fax Fox, I'm just going on my thing here. Hector, with the fantastic Mario shirt, actually very, very cool. That's a 1-up, right? Is that the 1-up?
Yep.
Okay, he gets a bonus life tonight in case he dies. Sweet.
Wait, what the hell?
What?
You gotta wear it.
He's got the shirt, man.
Horrible.
You gotta wear it.
I'm wearing a Deadpool shoot. Am I invisible?
He's got the shirt.
I said shoot instead of shirt.
Deadpool shoot.
Deadpool shoot.
Of course, everybody knows and loves Big B's.
Hey.
And John. Not Jon Snow, but an even better John. He's sort of manning the wall in the north. Yes, this is the John that actually does know everything. He's our, in fact, he's not only our local smart person. He is our historian, our note taker, the guy who. What bees?
No, I don't know how to feel, because you said you called me, and then I went like that. And then all of a sudden I heard, hey, and I was like, oh shit, did I say that? And I went to check my mic. I was like, no, damn it.
Turns out that Hector and Bees are basically in each other's heads tonight. I don't know how that's going to work out for the session.
I'll just leave the love triangle if y'all want. Like, Ordath and Cole can go.
I'm sorry, you thought you were part of this to begin with?
Oh shit.
We may need to break those two out in their own little personal Zoom room or something. We'll see how it goes. And
just missed you guys. Been a while.
Yeah. So cool. Anyways, yeah. So again, thanks for joining us. Be sure to check us out on YouTube. We're definitely trying to get that YouTube stuff rolling. So you can find Nerd League Gaming on YouTube. Check out our past videos. Hit that subscribe button. We definitely do appreciate it. Anybody have any fun stuff before we get into the real funds?
We got official artwork for Monster Hearts. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, the Monster Hearts game is pretty cool. Saturday nights, we'll get to see some new artwork. Has that been incorporated into the what you call them video yet, or are you still working on that?
Still working on that, but it should be ready by Saturday.
Sweetness.
Same thing with maybe the nerd cred stuff by Saturday.
Oh yes, that will definitely get done. Don't worry. Easy.
I would do it if I could. I just don't have access to do it.
I got it. No problem.
2 weeks since the last episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody had to go have surgery last week. Oh, you did? Oh, yeah. How much was that?
We did $860 for
yeah, man.
You ended up doing how many hours straight were you actually online?
24.
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ.
But that's good, man. That was
12, got up to 24, so
that's
You made it.
That's the kind of people that I hang out with, man. Fox raising $800+ for what's it, Able Gamers? Is that right?
Able Gamers, yeah.
Great, really top notch place, man. Nice work, dude. Really, really good stuff.
Biggest announcement: we hit 600 followers.
Oh, yeah. In fact, it's funny. I was listening to our stream, the last stream we did, and we were talking about we had just hit 500 followers on the last stream. And now, the very next stream, we're now at 600 followers. So it's rocking and rolling, man. That's because of you guys that are out there hanging out with us and watching us, man. We definitely appreciate you spreading the word, letting people know that this is a fun place to hang out, hitting that follow button for us. It's definitely really, really appreciated. So that said, let's give you guys a bit of what you came here for tonight. Let's see. Let's jump back into. What am I saying? John, where are we jumping back into, John? What?
Let me go back into my notes.
Let me check my notes, which means John's notes. And
So a few weeks ago, we started off. We were peering over the Grauhund estate, and we saw some shadows seem to take off the front guards at the estate. So we quickly dispatched of the remaining thug that we were keeping watch over. Made some thug salsa.
Hell yeah.
And then decided to
Beautiful.
follow into the Grauhund estate to see what these shadowy figures were up to. So we climbed over the wall and started down the side of the estate building when we were surprised by some shadow creatures. They managed to attack a few of us, drain some of our strength before we dispatched them. After that, we could hear sounds of fighting coming from within the complex, and we opened a door to the kitchen, seeing as we entered that both internal doors to the north and south were also open, which with more sounds of battle coming from them. We headed south to the storage room where we found 2 dead bodies, and then we kept going and found our way into the main entrance room where there was chaos of 8 dead estate guards and a few Zentarum bodies as well, with 2 more thugs standing over them. Seeing us, they said, "Thought we cleared this place," and we had a quick fight. The 2 of them were no match for our group, so we took them out and then headed upstairs to the more sounds of fighting. Once we came up the stairs, we saw our good old friend Erstel Bobson. He was banging on a door trying to get in, as other Zentarum goons were fighting more of the estate guards. One of the guards and the main guard captain looking fellow managed to survive the encounter as we battled down with Erstel, managing to take him out after getting stabbed a couple times by his poison dagger. At least Elona did, but she managed to get through it. After that, we saw Lady Yala Grauhund come out of a door behind her remaining guards. We had a quick chat with her, and we found out that she had an agreement with the Zents, and she was originally trying to play off she didn't know who they were, but she let us know that they had actually betrayed her and were coming back for some reason.
Oh, a cunt.
She was was trying to hide the fact that they were coming for something, but had touched a pouch at her side while she was mentioning that, so it sounds like whatever they were coming for, she has on her person. Before we could question her much further, though, she mentioned that she didn't want commoners pressing her for more questions, as during this, Jake and Elona were trying to coax the man out of the door that Erstel Bobson was trying to get into, and then slipped off to look for more survivors, quote.
All right, let's see.
So yes, we're currently with tensions high with Yala Grauhund and a few of her remaining guard.
Indeed. In fact, the couple of remaining guards, including this huge, powerful, and you guys have seen this guy in combat, like clearly incredibly skilled warrior that's in here guarding her. Weapons are still drawn, muscles are tensed. The tension is high upstairs. Downstairs, things are much quieter now. There's basically nothing going on downstairs, except for the two of you who are cruising down there. Let's see. So you guys are
Checking for people who are alive.
all right.
I
Let's
will
see.
go through Zent pockets first, like identifiable Zentirum that are there. It was Zents that were attacking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to make sure it wasn't Xanathars before I didn't say stupid shit. But yeah, the Zents that are there, I'd like to go through there, start with their pockets, and I'm not just searching for loot. I'm searching for any like notes, papers, anything like that.
All right. So let's
Is there any item that has like a slight glow to it in the room?
let's look a quick look at where you guys are down here. So all right, so basically you guys are in the only places you guys have seen are really in that main hall area. So this main hall area, this is like a welcoming area, and there's not much in the way of stuff here. This is like apparently a big open room where this big battle took place. There are about a dozen dead bodies from both factions on the ground strewn about here, blood running everywhere around the floor, and there are doors leading out of here. These sort of like very fancy mahogany doors, like intricately crafted doors that lead to the north, and then a couple of other more plain looking doors that you can see kind of in the room that lead to the west there. Obviously there's the big stout doors that lead outside. Those are currently still, well, probably still locked. So as you get down this, like when you initially get down the stairs, that's kind of where you are. Room of bodies, a couple of places outside of here. But this room doesn't have anything in the way of like desks or papers, that kind of stuff. It's really just like
This desk with papers on it doesn't count.
that's no, it doesn't count.
It's a
I just want to
harpsichord,
make sure 'cause
isn't
that
it?
was one of the first places I wanted to go.
Yeah, that's a piano. That's a harpsichord.
Piano?
Sure.
It has maps on it.
No, John totally nailed it. That's a harpsichord. Look, man, when you find art places, it doesn't. I don't. Okay, spoiler alert.
I get it. The maps
I don't
made it look cool, not to made them look accurate.
I don't make my own maps, so I generally try to make the thing fit the maps, but I don't have time to make maps. It's one thing I don't do. I find them, and I appreciate the people that do make them. Yeah. All right. So yes, your options are going to be sort of down here, basically sort of looting bodies or exploring into other areas. Would be kind of your quick, if you're trying to do like the quick sort of, what do we do here in maybe just a few minutes? Those are kind of kind of be your options.
Well, I'm gonna go with Zen bodies right out the gates because not only am I looking for loot because loot's on the mind, but I'm also looking for. My mind's not so clouded with wanting the loot that I don't look for notes. Like,
Yeah.
pieces of paper,
Things of
notes,
interest.
Yeah.
I'll buy that. Okay, so you guys are going to start. So give me a gist of your kind of plan, because I'm gonna go back upstairs and we're gonna kind of role play through there, and we'll kind of see how long that takes. So your current plans are sort of check out bodies. I'm thinking quick checking bodies. Or you tell me.
I'm gonna help Jakey with whatever he needs. Though she is gonna eye the very fancy mahogany doors and be like, "No, that's not practical. I can't take a door with me," and then go help Jake.
I was already thinking that. I was
like, Jakey,
Tell
how
Elona
much
not
do you
to
think
go
one of
through
these
the
doors are? Like, I could just take it really fast back, and I'll be right back if you want me to do that. Just make a pile of doors and then pick them up and walk away. I mean, I could.
But Jake will be like, he's quiet, so he's like kind of like makes the eye contact and points at the bodies and makes the gesture like start searching the bodies as he starts with the first one.
Okay. All right.
You said there's like a dozen dead bodies strewn about. Right?
That's right. There are 8 guards and 4 of the Zentarum. So the 4 Zentarum are there.
And the guard are clearly clearly marked.
Yeah, they're wearing the livery of House Growlhound, which I wonder if I have their symbol anywhere. Yeah, I don't know. I take time to find it. If I find it, I'll show it to you. But they're clearly the livery. Wearing the livery of the guards of the house. So
I'll start on their bodies because I don't want to get caught searching their bodies.
Okay.
Smart.
All right. So let's see. Okay, so we'll say this is a couple of minutes. None of these guys have really anything of value. You guys will find a total of, let's call it, 12 dragons worth of miscellaneous coins, mostly shards and nibs. But these guys, they're coming. You know, they're coming in light. This is the especially this is in Tarum. They have like sort of nothing, which you kind of expect because that's the assault squad. They don't sort of go in wanting to carry a lot of baggage or identifying stuff should things go badly. So I'm going to throw 12 dragons on your.
Whoa! I would split them with Elona because she's here, but Jake's feeling kind of hoardy right now.
Oh, okay.
Take the horde.
All right, well then you just take it, Jake. That's cool. All right, so Jake,
right.
and you can put that in whatever coinage you want. Like I said, it's just sort of random. A dozen people's worth of coins. These are like middle class sort of people.
12 gold, you said.
Sure, yeah.
Do we want to go check out the shadow things that fucked us up over the
Didn't they disappear?
Yeah, those were shadows. Those are like incorporeal sort of incorporeal kind of things entirely.
But one thing Jake does notice is that the door, there's those double doors that lead outside, but there's another set of double doors that seem to lead somewhere else that's not exterior.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I maybe so there's.
We know to the west is the kitchen because we came in through the kitchen.
That's right. Well, is that
East.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Assuming,
the top. So looking at
up is north.
That's right. Yeah, looking at the top of the room, there's the obviously the big door, and it's like it's like a stout external door sitting there, and then there are the doors just to the left of those. Those are the pair of fancy made mahogany doors that are. They're not, they're like decorative doors. They couldn't stand up to much, but they're just like these, very decorative doors designed to be fancy and cost lots of money or something like that lead into something you don't know. So
Okay, well, I want to go through them.
Costs lots of money.
oh, I gotta put you guys hang on,
Yeah,
sorry,
we're on the other map.
Yeah.
I got you. All right, for this,
Jakey, you say the word and I'll start flipping things and looting. Like, you just say the word.
yeah, so these aren't locked. These are like, in fact, you touch the handle and they actually open smoothly. They are very well crafted.
Let's see what's going on upstairs.
They let's see, let me draw
We don't need
a.
to reveal it now. We can come back to that. Leave some suspense.
All right, I'll buy that. All right. All right, so upstairs, the tense standoff in the room. Ardath, you are out here, and as the guys inside the room are sort of talking, and you hear everything that they're saying as they're sort of talking with her and this half-orc guy. They from the room near you is the sound of this guy, and you hear this guy, and he's like, it sounds awfully quiet out there. Is everything handled?
So last I remember, Ordoth was standing behind Cole because Cole was talking junk to the bodyguard. Then so to add a little intimidation and muscle, Ordoth stood right behind him and crossed his arms.
Oh, I see. Well, let's see. On my map, I have you behind Zavroski.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Zavroski was talking.
Zavroski hasn't said much yet.
No.
Yeah,
So
I was being quite.
Yeah, in fact, Cole's kind of like getting a little. All right, so fine. So you guys are in there. So then let's just switch that a little bit. Zavroski, since you're sort of in the back behind these guys, as you're sort of like one ear on the conversation going on in the room, this very, very tense standoff in the room there, you hear this behind the door, this voice, speaking out there. It's quiet. Did we win?
Depends which side you're on, sir.
Who are you?
We have come to help the inhabitants of this estate. Who are you?
I am the lord of this estate. I command you to leave at once.
I mean, there's...
Wait, you said you were trying to help. I don't...
Yes.
Are you with the town guard?
We've worked with them.
Don't worry, we're heroes.
While he's talking, he's actually going to be looking through anything left on Urstel. I think... Did we already do that?
Oh, I think...
Didn't Jake do that? Like,
Yeah, we did.
right when he went down?
Yeah. Okay.
So you have... Okay.
We already looked through.
You
what
already
Ursula had
searched
to get a
Ursula?
crossbow, and we were all like, "Who the hell uses a crossbow?"
Yeah, I
in our
tossed
group?
it. To,
Oh, yeah.
tossed it to
That-
Sav. I gave
And he
that to
had, I think, a couple of a small number of these super poisonous arrows or bolts or something. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
no poison on the sword. Or shoot.
Well, it was well used previously, unfortunately. All right, and let's see. So, all right, Zavroski. So this guy is like oh, the town guard. Wait, but you're not with the town guard.
We've worked with them, and we represent the Grey Hands in some fashion.
The Grey
We're here
Hands.
to help.
God, this is bigger than this. I knew we should have never gotten mixed up in this. Hold on. Let me move
It
this.
seems the Zimtarim have attacked you, this man.
Well, of course they've attacked us. I knew they were going to betray us. We should have. Wait, I need to get out of here. Hold on. And you hear the sound of like furniture, and you hear this grunting, and the sort of scraping of like furniture and stuff behind the doors, as if there's some things piled up behind the door that are now sort of being moved out of the way. As this goes on, in the other room, your other ear picks up the rest of this conversation as the lady, what's her name, Yala? Yes. Yala is looking at you guys, and she says, "Yes, I am becoming uncomfortable with this. It seems to me that I don't know who you are or why you're here, but I do not think you are properly addressing a Lord of Waterdeep. Now, I think I have to ask you all to leave. It seems that you have..."
Madam, we are the ones that just saved you, okay? Had we not come along, your large friend right there would have been severely outnumbered and would have fell. And then you would have been alone against them.
He actually pops up. He's like, I had
You
him.
definitely would have. Shut up. I don't know how many it would have taken, but I know how many they were going to use.
All right, Hector, make me... Let's see. Are you trying to persuade or intimidate?
Either one doesn't matter.
You tell me. Like, that's,
Intimidation, I guess?
Okay. Make me an intimidation check. He's like, I would had a, I mean, I was, and he kind of looks at you and he's like, and he looks over at her. I'm glad they showed up. They definitely probably helped a bit. And she's like, yes, you, yes.
Now that we are understood and on the same page, please listen to what I have to say before you interrupt me again. Okay? I realize I am a commoner and you are a noble, but please just listen to my words.
Very well. I shall listen. And during all of this, of course, there's like from the room back there, there's this sort of crying in the back room. And she is like, she says, I hear your words. Look, you have done us a service, it seems, and perhaps we should have a conversation.
My only concern here...
Are there more of these Zentarum? Are there more of these?
They have been dispatched.
All of them? Downstairs?
Yes.
What has happened downstairs?
All of your men are gone.
What?
Your captain is the only one left.
Well, there's another one. There's one more in here. And this guy's like,
those two are
I'm still here. the guy in the red shirt.
I didn't notice because you were hiding behind that chair.
Yeah, he's got a red shirt. He's like, I'm still alive, baby. Look.
So all of your men are dead. I have a couple questions that I would like you to answer me honestly.
Yes. She actually steadies herself. She's like, okay, this is a lot to take in.
We have connections to the City Watch. We also have connections to the Grey Hands.
The City Watch? Is the City Watch here?
No.
Oh,
We can get them here
good.
if you need them.
No. We cannot. We do not want to involve the city watch in this.
Okay.
If word gets out that the Graalhund estate is not able to protect itself, no.
We will make sure that does not get beyond this point. But I need you to answer a few questions for me.
Yes. Look, if you would,
had this deal with the Zentaro, they were watching your place. They attacked you. You also had the Xanathars watching you. Did you know that?
she sort of pauses a bit. She kind of exchanges a look with the half orc, and you see his sort of eyebrows raised, and he's.
Yes, they use these creatures called gazers to observe their prey. So, I would like to know why these two warring factions were watching your house.
She actually, as you're talking to her, she sort of looks, and her hand once again sort of goes down to this pouch at her side, and she's she like puts a hand to her temple as her behind her are the sounds of children sort of, mommy, what's going on? Mommy, are we okay? Mommy. And then the screeching of furniture in the other room, and she's like, perhaps I need a drink. Hang on, I gotta look at this guy's name, because I cannot remember this dude's name. Damn it. And I don't want to call him Bob, because Bob's not cool.
Greg.
No.
Bob was cool, but just like
make-
5 NPCs ago.
Just make sure they can't tell it's Bob and say it backwards.
Ah.
No one will ever get it.
Damn it. Oh, you know what?
Is it Robert?
Don't have it. No. Damn it.
Is it Kilkenny?
It's not Kilkenny. No. This is the problem with changing everything, is that then I don't keep the... Did I really not put the... Damn it. This is why I like pencils. This is why I like having actually... Rabas. Yes, God, okay. Hang on, let me put this in there. HRABBAZ. There we go. All right. Thank you. She says, Harabas, we must take stock. If the threat is eliminated, as these friends say it is, then please let's get Bob here back to the front gate to make sure that the city watch isn't coming in, and let's take stock of things. I shall comfort my children, and I will meet you down in the Great Hall in just a couple of minutes, and we can talk about all of this. Is that amenable to you, sir? And she looks at Cole.
Very much so. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you for your help. She seems to be really struggling just to sort of accept everything that's kind of going on right now. She goes back to this door here, and she pulls out a key and she unlocks it. And there are actually 3 children in there that sort of come up, and there's this sort of thing. And she's like, it's fine, my dears, it's fine. Everything will be okay. Do not worry. Harabas has us all very safe. And the half orc, he looks at you and he's like, very well then, I suppose we should. What? And he kind of looks over at the door and he's like, I suppose he's stuck in the room then. We must help him out of the place he's barricaded himself into.
seems like a very brave man.
Yeah. Let's see. Maybe.
Rossi's gonna call down the stairs and say,
He also says that under his breath to the half orc.
Yeah. And the half orc.
In orcish.
Yeah. He makes he sort of looks at you for a moment and makes a sort of non-committal. He's the lord of the estate. But you get the sort of sense that you guys are kind of seeing eye to eye here. Yeah, exactly. So you guys, so he goes.
Rossi's gonna call down. Is the coast clear? We're probably going to meet in the main room soon.
Yes.
All right. So that was a siege. So that's been several minutes. Let's go back downstairs.
Smart, Zev.
Let's go back downstairs real quick as we. There we go. Back downstairs real quick. So where was happening? Oh yeah, downstairs. You guys have the doors. Okay, so you guys open these mahogany doors, and it opens into. Whoops. Actually, this door is open. Actually, no, I don't even feel like doing all this. I'm just gonna like. All right, so what opens up? This is like a living area / study. There's the walls are lined with books, bookshelves, such like that. The area in here is actually very exquisitely set up. The chairs are very lush, very welcoming. There is a cabinet over to the side that is obviously some sort of liquor cabinet. This is a place where people are entertained in close sort of proximity, right? This is like sort of the place where people come to be entertained. The door to your left is actually opened, and that actually opens into what is looks like a small study. Inside there is, hang on, let me get my. Yes. Okay. So the library, it's a wood paneled library. There are tall bookshelves packed with tomes all around the entire place. There are actually sliding wooden ladders that are mounted on rails that allow easy access to like the higher levels there. The two padded chairs that are facing the fireplace, one actually has this wolf skin draped over it. There are many, many, many books around here. In the small room to the left, that is actually a study. There is... What? So inside the study...
I'm super invested right now.
What's in the study? God damn. I want to know what's in the study. How many nude portraits are in the study, Roy? How many nudes?
Funny story, right? So
it's got the full collection of Tusk Love.
So there's a lot of
behind me. It's just Hustler Man.
There's a lot of
all over the back of the door.
You know, when you this particular game especially is a lot of pulling together varied sources of information, but a lot of times if there are things that are
nudes of the lady of the house.
If there are things that are in the module, I'll like leave those descriptions there and I'll just use those descriptions in real time. Apparently, usually what I do is go through all these things and set up. So like I know the important part of this study, but what I'm doing now is using the actual modules version of the description of this space. And apparently I didn't read the module's description of this space until just now because
you found something?
This is kind of interesting to me.
Please tell it's nudes. I want it to be nudes.
So there are a few points of interest about this room.
Jake's in there, not me.
There's a 10-foot square canvas. A 10-foot square canvas wrestling mat is sprawled on the floor in the middle of the room. There are velvet armchairs and small statues of naked men on pedestals. Tall mahogany bookshelves are arranged neatly around the room. And in a corner of the room is the mahogany desk that is covered with papers and such all over it. So Sorry, the part I got hung up on was I sort of skimmed over the 10-foot square wrestling mat and the room
Yeah, wait,
being,
Jakey, you want to wrestle?
the room
Jakey,
being
let's
surrounded
wrestle.
small statues of naked
nude men
men on
watching?
pedestals. Like there is these statues.
Wouldn't be the first time Elona wrestled someone with nude men watching. Like, come on.
Small statues of naked men on pedestals. That is interesting. I'm sorry. So you're in a room, Jake, with a wrestling mat and small statues of naked men around you. But the desk is a as you've already sort of seen, a clear draw. The desk is a sort of a mess of papers and such. There are drawers and such. Rifling through or going through the desk.
Are there any secret drawers? Like you would go right away and try and find all the things you could think of rogue-wise that might lead to like a secret door, some information.
Yeah, sure.
Because as a rogue, it's just like those hidden panels in the bottom of a drawer where you can lift it up with like a stick or a dagger from the bottom, and there's a whole another section. Any little hidden places, switches that might open a little secret drawer.
Uh-oh, where did I put that? Yes, there is.
5 secret drawers.
Ooh.
You can only open one.
There are no secret drawers that you find. But the
You say that any more suspiciously.
well, no, there are no secret doors that you find.
That
But
you
there is
find.
something super interesting that you find. It's actually sitting kind of right on top. It's this sort of collection of papers that are spread about, and there's a lot of handwritten notes. It's a sheaf of papers, and it would take definitely some time to sort of go through and look all these. But you notice at the top of one of these papers is a familiar phrase catches your eye, and it is the grand game, and it's sort of written in ink and underlined. And it looks like this is a collection of notes, journal entries, stuff like that, regarding something that's sort of underlined as the grand game.
He will because he'll take the papers, roll them up, and stick them into in his jacket. He's had this for a while. Is where he keeps all his documents and stuff. Is the secret pocket he's got in the jacket.
Okay.
And it's almost like a little back, remember those big jackets with a big pocket in the front of them? It's like that, only it's built on the inside back of the jacket. So it's covered up by his natural pack. He kind of stuffs the rolled up wad of papers into his secret backpack, not the actual backpack.
Okay.
Any treasures on the desk? Anything of value?
No treasures on the
On a
desk.
statue of a naked man.
Yeah. In
I don't
fact,
see any
as
value
you
in that.
yeah, so you sort of start looking around here, and you actually notice as you look at the desk bears up this, but doesn't give you much more besides that. So you sort of pocket that and kind of start looking around the room. You notice that glancing at the bookshelves, a cursory glance wouldn't reveal this, but if you start looking at them or even touch on them, you notice pretty quickly that most of the books here on these shelves are actually fake boxes made of painted cardboard. Like they're not even books in here. There's like boxes, and you pull one down, and as you open it, there's like a scroll in there, and you pull one out, and there's actually this body drawing. It's sort of rather crude drawing of what seems to be two men having
Maybe
sex.
the house has a porn collection.
And that's right. The lady of the house has a porn collection. And there's this sort of like really crude poem that says, "Roses are red, violets are blue. I can't wait to be inside of you." And it's pretty.
But that's not the Tinder message that you answer to, Anna?
I've messaged to far worse, actually. So,
All right, we're not going to go too far into that, but
Oh god.
in fact, so as you're reading this, you're like, "What the fuck is this?" And you actually hear Zavroski yelling down, "Hey guys, is the coast all clear down there? We're headed down."
I have
And Jake will hurry
stuffed
out with
several
your
expensive bottles of liquor in my pack.
Yeah, in fact, there are. These are all actually the bottles here. They're not like in their original bottles. These are like these crystal
Perfect.
Decanters.
Decanters, basically, yeah, that are full of various things. You can take a few of those. Okay, fine.
Yep. And then while Jake was in there searching, I would have been looking at the bookshelves and the.
Yeah, so this place, this is like a library. This is, I mean, there are, oh God, hundreds. And I
can't read, so like it's not like I'm going to be able to tell the titles or anything.
So this seems like the study seems like a sort of different space. The library is you're not sure why that door has been opened, but the library is clearly an open sort of public entertaining space, and that office seems like a very different private kind of space or something. Very strange.
Final thing, taking that wolf's pelt, putting it in my bag, and then I'll leave.
Wolf's pelt? How's that go in a bag? You're like, this thing's like,
roll it up.
It's a wolf.
Yeah.
It's like...
I'm a 6'8" orc, like half orc. It can fit in my giant backpack. I'll move some of the liquor bottles if I need to.
You can wrap the liquor bottles in the wolf's pelt, and then
there we go.
Don't clink.
So they don't clink. Yeah.
So as
There we
Elona
go.
comes
No
to
noise,
meet
less
Jake,
noise.
He's coming out of the room as she comes down that way, and he pulls out the statue from behind the door. And he goes, "Look, Elona, this guy's rock hard for you."
Jesus fucking Christ, Jakey! What the hell is that?
I don't know. Down in this room, I had to share it. I couldn't just leave that. That was just too good.
Oh, you didn't tell me you like touching naked men now.
Well, when they're rock hard like this, I mean, come on.
Understandable. That's fair. And then she's gonna like peek in the room and see the statues and see the mat and just kind of be like, "You want to get your ass beat?
I don't think we have time.
You want to get
We should probably put stuff back or like get ready because
You want to get your ass beat later?
That's fine. We have a ring at the house.
That's fucking
So we're gonna
place.
spot a night. We're gonna spot a night. Yes. Yes.
I guess,
Yes.
yeah. I mean, we
Yes.
all know how it ends.
No
You hold me
magic.
down and
No
make me
magic.
stand
No magic. Okay,
No
perfect.
magic.
Right, let's go. Yes, Zavroski, we're good. Everything's great. There's just a bunch of dead bodies. We've been, making sure no one is alive.
Doesn't look like anybody survived down here. It's actually went through some mess.
We're all good. We're all good. How are you? Get ready, kid. We have company. Oh my God! Holy shit! I have not laughed that hard in a long time.
Nice one, Fox.
Oh
Hey,
man!
look, Elona makes a lot of men rock hard. It's fine.
It was too good to pass up.
All right.
Minuteman. We'll meet him pretty soon. Ask him.
He's on his way.
Oh, I can't. Oh, so back upstairs, the Hobos is actually like he's talking to the door. He's like, my Lord Orond, are you okay in there? And you hear this voice, yes, I'm just trying to move this stuff out of the way. He's like, my Lord, back up from the door. He's like, no, I got it, don't worry. My Lord, back up from the door. And he like, hits the door and sort of pushes open, and there is a bedroom suite in here, and you guys are. Hang on, where is my? Have I given you guys the pictures of these guys yet?
You have no pictures.
Oh, you're getting.
You just have to zoom in really far on the map to see them.
All right, so this shortish guy sort of peeks out. He's like, oh yes, Carubba's, yes. Oh, I'm so glad that you've solved this problem. And he's like, actually, my lord, there's it's a big problem. We should see. And this guy comes out, and he comes out, and he's like, oh yes, well, who? And he looks over his shoulder, and who? Whoa! He sees the word out. He's like, who is that? He recoils in fear. Who is that? That is not.
It's one of the people that saved your life, sir.
Okay. Very well. Fine. He is. Okay, this is highly
He's a
unusual.
holy man, do not worry.
A holy man? Why, he looks like a monster. He must be. Big B, is he a monster?
Ordolph is just staring as menacingly as possible because he still doesn't like these people and how they've been kind of hoity-toity this whole time. So
Oh
he's just
well,
You are not alone.
yeah.
he's kind of just taking a
I'm
cue
so
from Cole
glad
right now.
I'm so glad we put the people who don't like nobles
With the
along with like
nobles?
Zav, the only one who's just like, maybe guys, we should not fight the nobles.
All right, so he's like, yes, my lord.
Chair, I can be.
And he looks at the half orc. He's like, are you sure these guys are safe, Harabbas?
Don't worry, sir. He's and Cole will tap him on the shoulder. Our monster.
Well, then I suppose that's good. All right, of the this is Tarum. Floxen, where is he? He was trying to kill me. He was trying to take the stone. Where is he? Has he?
Look behind the door.
He kind of looks out. He's like, oh, you killed Erstal Floxen. That is whoa. Interesting.
Loxton. He said his name was Bobson.
Well, he has said many things that have been lies, friends. This guy. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're not there.
Touching rock hard men.
That's right. Showing Elona all the rock hard men.
Thanks.
So he's like, yes. Well, this is great. Where is? My wife. Is my wife? Is she around? Is she okay? I suppose not. No. Yes.
Yes,
right.
she is fine. She is with the children.
Oh yes, the children. Yes. Are they okay too? I suppose they should be okay. Yes.
If there was more than 3, no.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Wrong.
I like you. You've got a good sense of humor. Yes. What's your name? How can I thank you? I suppose you guys have sort of saved us of a sort. And the half orc is like, I had it.
You did not.
Look.
We are a group called Hydra.
I see. Hydra. Okay. Yeah. Sure. And what's your play in this? What do you want? Do you want the stone too? You must, right? That's why you're here.
A stone. What stone, sir?
The stone. The whole reason everybody is here. It's the whole reason the Zentarum have been here. Floxen was here. The whole Nimblewright thing. Like everything is a stone, and it is just ruining everything.
I do have a question for you about your Nimblewright.
Yeah. What?
Have you seen it? Do you know where it is?
Oh, well, yeah, of course. Well, I guess I haven't seen it in a little bit. No, I don't know. I don't know where it is.
Are you still in possession of it? Is your estate in possession of it? Has it gone missing?
No. Wait.
Because
because
a Nimblewright of description that matches the one that your estate owns was involved in the murder of several people.
Yeah. In fact, at that, he actually sort of he's like, nope. I don't.
So
in fact,
I would like.
I don't know. Nope. Anything about that. In fact,
very honest with your answers, sir. We are connected to the Grey Hands, and Vajra would not be very accepting of you lying to us.
Yala, Arabis, where's Yala? Where's Yala?
And I will bring out my little token of the Grey Hand and just start spinning it around my fingers.
And Arabis says, she is taking care of the children. We are going to meet her downstairs and have a palaver. And the Lord says, yes, that is good. Gods, I need a drink. We have.
Your wife said much the same thing.
Well,
I will also inform you, like I did her, that you were not only being watched by the Zents, but the Xanathar had gazers watching your place as well.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew I had seen them. I told Yala that I had seen them. I told her we are way in over our heads and we have no business being here doing this, but she wouldn't listen.
For a group of people that have helped you and your family survive the day, because had you had been here by yourself with only your crew, all of you would have been dead.
I believe it. We've got to get rid of that thing. We've got to get rid of that thing. Somewhere or another, we have to get rid of it.
We would like to help you in fixing this problem for you. So please tell us what you have and how we can help you fix your problem.
Well, let's go talk. And let's well, you should talk to Yala. Yala is she should be involved in she should be allowed to hear our discussion.
She seems like the alpha of the relationship anyway.
What? I'll have you know I am the lord of this estate.
You are fine. It's fine. It's fine. We are talking amongst friends. You are fine.
You note a very quickly concealed, almost kind of partial grin from Harabas as you say that. Yes, my lord. We can all meet downstairs and to talk about this. Very well, very well. All right, so, but downstairs is covered in blood.
Not in the nice little sitting room.
No, don't go there. I took their booze and their wolf pelt.
That could have been anybody.
I'm making that wolf pelt into a cloak and I'm using the head as a hood.
There was a siege here. Who knows who took that? At what
all
time
right,
and when.
so you guys...
It's probably one of the staff. It's always the staff.
So you guys all head downstairs.
Just to help.
And Lord Orond, he comes downstairs with Harabas, and the you guys all head downstairs, and you kind of look into the main room, and it is a legit that big room down here. It's a legit massacre. I mean, it is just yeah. It's it's nothing
the red
nice.
wedding down here.
It's nothing nice down there for real. It really is. And Lord Orond, he's like.
You might not want to bring the children down here.
Yeah, he actually goes kind of pale, and he's like, "Oh, yes," and he looks at the red shirt that was from here. He's like, "Bob, yes, go tell my wife. Take her upstairs. Make sure the children are safe in their beds upstairs. We will entertain our guests down here in the library. And he
a little blood and gore isn't gonna affect the kids. It's fine.
He goes into the room there, and he notices that the door's open, and he actually sort of looks in there, and he grabs the door to the study and closes it as you guys are coming into the library.
It's his room.
And he says
that makes so much more sense now.
That's what I assumed. Yeah.
He says
that's what I thought it was from the beginning.
There's a strap-on joke here, but
I don't know why that's so funny to me. He says, "Come, friends, the library. Oh, we'll need more chairs. Harabas, if you would bring us some more chairs." He says, "Yes, of course, my lord." So you guys find yourselves several minutes from now in the library of the Growlhounds. There are in fact, a couple other guards kind of straggle in that were apparently at other places in the estate. So all total, you've seen about 3 guards besides Harabas that are left. There is Harabas, there's Bob upstairs, and there's 2 more guards that are here. Those guards are sort of sent to the front gate with clear instructions to ensure any watch members that may show up that there's nothing to be seen here, nothing going on untoward at the Growlhound estate. If anyone complains, then there has been a party that's been going on, and everything's good here. We're fine.
Got weird.
More chairs are brought in to the study, and you guys find yourselves having a powwow. And see, we're going to take a quick break here as we close the scene of the house setting up, and we're going to pick up here in just a few minutes where we're all going to be in this room chit-chatting with Mr. and Mrs. Lord and Lady Growlhound about what the hell is going on here.
Which one is the Lord and which one is the Lady? Find out next.
Find out
I
next.
think we all know that.
Interchangeable.
All right.
See, Cole's used to the lady being like the muscle in the relationship. He has a thing for Elona.
Like he kind of respects the lady for being in charge. He's like, all right, yeah.
All right, yeah. All right, super quick break. Sharpen pencils, take a bio. We will see you in 5, my friends. And we are back. Thanks for staying with us. So we have found ourselves where apparently the Grauhund estate, and the Grauhund is a sorry. I had big surgery in my sinuses last week, so I'm still sort of getting back from that. So bear with me here. Sorry. So the Grauhunds are a sort of they're a noble family in Waterdeep, a relatively somewhat minor noble family, but they're apparently in the center of everything going with the party right now. The group found out that this estate has been being watched by various factions over some period of time, and they just actually had this big thing where the estate was apparently assaulted by this group of Zentarum, and the party came in, they fought the Zentarum, they actually sort of saved the estate, I guess, to some degree, but it turns out that there's apparently some relationship going on with the Zentarum and this family. Through various intimidations and such, we have found ourselves with the party in the library with this family. I wonder if I have a marker for Orund. Surely. Oops. Oh, interesting.
We all talk about
Orund.
how his wife is and the fact he does not look hot at all. I want to point that out.
He's totally cool. Like,
His wife is banging and he married way up. She married for the money.
Amen.
perhaps. Though he is the Lord of he is Lord Grauhund. So
Yeah, she married for the money.
I did it all for the nookie.
Yeah.
What? All right.
No, he did not do it for the nookie.
Oh wow.
Well, I'm gonna stay away from the chair that I took the pelt off of.
All right, so let's just throw everybody in here in case this matters.
Hordak, get off of the bookshelf.
Oh no, we already got
Get
Jake.
down.
Don't tell me what to do. You're not my real dad.
Get down.
He's just leaning.
Yeah, we know damn well there is no bookshelf in this town that can support me.
That's fair.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on. All right, so there is a.
Cole just took a seat.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you guys feel free. So in fact, the guards bring in a couple more chairs, so they're seating if anyone wants it. The room is cozy. There's actually a fire burning. The room is cozy and warm, and Orund just sort of sits there. He goes over to the table and he looks around and he kind of like, you see him kind of look, and he kind of, as if he's trying to find something he can't find. He's like, jeez. I guess we've been drinking too much lately, I suppose. And he looks down. He finally pulls out some decanter and grabs a cup and pours some. He's like, "Can I make any of you a drink?"
I would love one.
All right. So he makes a couple of drinks for whoever might want one. And he goes and settles himself in the chair. And he sort of looks at the chair. And he looks around quizzically again.
Are you all right, sir?
I must be losing my mind. This has been a very stressful time. So who are you people and why are you actually here? Just get down to it. Are you agents of the Grey Hands? Are you...
We are associated with the Grey Hands, yes.
I
And I'll
don't-
show him again the token.
Yes. But who are you?
We are Hydra.
Hydra. I have
Spirits
never...
of the Hydra, actually.
I have never heard of the Hydra, and I consider myself pretty well in the know in the who's who of Waterdeep. So,
We're a newer branch of the Grey Hand, actually.
branch
And
of Grey
Jake
Hand.
will pull out his little Grey Hand token, and like
Yes,
everybody can. We all
And
have one of these.
We are not all common folk.
I see.
This is Jake Melshimber of House Melshimber.
Yes. Is it an important house, Melshimber? This that name
are,
is not
like,
familiar
the
to me.
Lead researchers in the city. My father is a magistrate.
Oh,
You should know us, really. I mean, come on, we're the Melshimbers.
Yes, well, actually, he said, "Oh, what? How I nerd? Get out of town! Welcome, how I nerd, man.
Hey, thanks for the raid.
Thank you.
Look, we're actually still playing. How about that? It's great.
Yeah, really. God.
Great to see you, Mom. Hi, how I nerd, gamer mom Luna. Fantastic to see you. We love you guys. Big fans of your show. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. So we're in the study, and he says, yes, okay, so you're obviously agents of the Grey Hands. Okay.
Your house was being watched by the Zens. We
Our house
also noticed
was-
the Gazers, which is why we came to try to warn you people, but you rebuffed us at your front door, and then later you were attacked.
Oh, we weren't watched by the Zens. They were here. Erstal has been... he's been here.
No, you had people across the way watching your house.
Oh, yes, but Erstal has been living here. He has been... We've been
You had
involved...
someone living in your house that you didn't know about? I feel like that's weird.
We know of him, but we have been... This has been a trying time. We are not a major house.
Tell me what they were after,
Well,
why they were after it.
that's a good question. Look, we are not a major house here in Waterdeep, but we have connections and we have places that we would like to be, people that we know. We have been leveraging these connections for some time. There is apparently...
You guys were working with the Zens?
Yeah, well, yes. They were working...
Well, then I feel like you should have known this was going to happen.
Look, we know... And he takes a big step. He's like, look, when you play the grand game, you've got to take chances. We are not one of the greatest houses of Waterdeep, but this could put us in that position. This is a chance for us to rise above and become one of the great players of the city. So we had to take some chances, you see. And as he's saying this, actually you hear this, the orc at the door, he says, "Ah, my lady." And Yala walks into the room, composed, face rigid. And as she does, you see him sort of, as he's talking to you, kind of drinking and talking, and you see him sort of like visibly sort of shrink and just kind of like sit down in his chair as
the
he's
actual head of the house.
and
Hello, madam. Welcome back.
Yala comes in and she's and she's much cooler than he is. She mentions, she's like, "Wow, well, I see you've made yourselves at home. That is good." And she looks around and she's like, "Have I nowhere to sit?"
Cole will get up and give up his chair.
Oh, yeah, Carubba's is like, "Oh, my lady, oh, yeah." And she looks at you and she sort of nods. "Thank you, my lord. I appreciate the gesture. A drink, if you would, my lord." And he puts his drink down. "Of course, my lady." And I don't want to use the word scurry, but
A doobage is what he is.
Yeah.
he
Oh, he's
walks,
her bitch so hard.
Walks quickly to the
I
bar.
don't want to say simp, but simp!
Simp.
He walks
My
quickly to the
simp
bar
going off.
and brings her a drink. And he's, "Here you are, my love." And she's, thank you, my dear. I appreciate your tender affections, my lord." And he sort of and sits next to her. And he tries to, like, as he's there, he puts himself back in the chair and he tries to, like, sort of kind of puff himself out a bit in the chair next to her. But she is, "So, what have you been speaking of?"
We would like to finally come to an answer as to why all these groups are after you, what they are after, why they are after it.
Why
And
you're
we
working
would-
for the Zens? How long you've been working for the Zens?
We would
I
like
believe there's a
to-
nimble right we came here to see about as well.
Help
Working-
you get out of this mess.
My friends, there must be some misunderstanding. We are not working for the Zens. We are
We-
lords of Waterdeep. We may have had some relations with some factions in the city that are not known for their upstanding citizenship. This is true. Now, I need to know more about you. Who are you? I know you have some relationship with the Grey Hands, but
We are the
We're
spirits of the
heroes.
you're, we're heroes.
We're heroes.
Don't worry, we're heroes.
Don't no
Intellectual
one
property
worry, we're
rights. We are the
heroes.
spirits of the Hydra. Not
All right, so you have some relationship with the Grey Hands. Interesting. You're not with the City Watch. That is good.
And we seem to have a penchant for saving nobles. We even saved Renair Neverember the other day.
and I wouldn't say we're not with the Watch either, because we're kind of with the Watch as well.
You're friends with Renair Neverember.
What he said.
Yes.
Yes.
Saved his life.
She actually sort of stands up and she's like, "Oh, that is good information to know." So what brings you to my...
We have a habit of turning up when we're needed.
I see that. And what
And then
brought
we
you
get
to...
turned away at the door.
Well, you can understand that we would not want just anyone walking in off the streets. This is our
Oh
estate
yeah, but
after
you
all.
trust, like a bunch of gang people to just chill out in your house. That's totally cool.
And she, actually, when you say that, she sort of like, for a moment, she glances over at Orond, and he is like, "So what do you know of these gang people hanging out at our house? Orond, my dear, have you been talking with our friends?" And he is, well, look, Yala, this isn't what we need, Yala. This isn't going to work for us. And she sort of like looks at him and she's like,
I believe Oren was saying that he wanted to depart with the stone.
she actually say that her eyes actually blaze.
Possibly that thing that you have been patting on your side the entire evening.
Her hand actually stops midway there. She puts it back in her lap, and she's like, what do you know of the stone, and how do you know it?
Nothing of it other than your husband mentioning it.
And
In fact,
daggers.
apparently, you're really bad at hiding it because you keep patting it.
She looks daggers at her husband, and he
Though
actually looks.
we might guess that your nimble rate picked it up for you.
After it killed several people.
And actually, Orond, at that, Orond actually stands up and says, "That was not our fault. That was never supposed to happen. You can't control what a nimble right does, and we cannot be held accountable for it." And she looks at Orond and she says, "Sit down, Orond." He looks at her and he almost starts to sit and he stands back up and he's like, "Yalla, this has gone on long enough. Long enough. We're in way over our heads. We cannot continue this. We must get out of this, Yalla. We have tried to make our play. It is far too dangerous. Too many people have died. Look at that. Did you walk through the blood fest down there in our room?" And she looks at him, and you see there's sort of a lot of conflict in her eyes as she's sort of kind of clearly used to being the dominant person in this relationship, but also like,
She's like,
wait,
"Ooh, hello."
Jake's hands are clenched so hard that his nails might draw blood right now.
Yeah. And she is.
Do I notice this?
White knuckling.
More than that, like about to draw blood, the nails are clenched so hard, the nails are digging in so bad. He's just connected the nimble right that blew up in Dragon Skull
onto
Alley
your-
with the Zens and with these two people that he's in the room with right now.
I'm gonna make a quick, just gonna stand right by my best friend. Just in case.
He's almost shaking.
So they're sort of having this moment, and he says, "Yalla, this is our chance to get out of this. We give this Hydra group, give them the stone. Be done with it.
Kill Hydra.
We get out of this business with the Zents and the Xanathar and you know who, and we get out of the middle of all of this. It is far too dangerous." And you see her, she's angry, and she's like, "We barely saved your children this night. What will happen the next time they come, and the time after that, and the time after that, and the time after that? You know they will not relent. It is far too valuable a treasure." And she sort of looks at him, and she takes a long sip of her drink. And she says, so you, I suppose the reason you're here is for the stone as well?
Not originally. We came trying to find out about the Nimble, right? And ask questions about that group it killed because it is connected to someone we very cared about, was in that group of people that died.
Just tell us right now what happened with the Nimble Right. We need to know. Your lives mattered right now.
Look, the Nimble Right was a... It was a
It
tragic...
was your Nimble Right?
It was... Yes, it was our Nimble
And what
Right.
was it doing with the beads of fireball?
The Nimble Right was supposed to get the stone from Dalakar. It was not supposed to... In fact, it killed our own agents in that whole thing. It was a terrible tragedy. I cannot... I am sorry for the tragedy.
Shaking intensifies.
There
Yeah.
was children in that group.
I have heard, I have read the reports, and I feel their pain. It is.
So are you admitting that it was you that did it and it was your fault?
At that she gets a little defensive. She's like, I admit nothing. I am only saying.
Also, at that, Elona's hand has now grabbed onto Jake's wrist because he's about to do something real dumb.
I am saying that it may have been a mistake to put such a burden of responsibility upon a simple construct. The construct has little
Why would
notion.
you give a simple construct a necklace of fireballs?
Jake,
It was just.
stop it! All right,
Not gonna stop it.
we are trying to
My
get our
answers, not yours.
answers. We are trying to get answers. All right.
And with the answers that I wanted, I've gotten right now.
Okay.
It was these
Wait.
two are responsible for the death of
This is
Newton.
not the answer that we need. All right? You are my friend and I care for you deeply. But you are not handling this situation correctly.
I'll handle it correctly. Just watch yourselves,
Go
Growlhounds,
take
and Jake
a
will throw out
walk.
the room with that.
Jake, Elona, please.
I'm gonna go with Jake. We're gonna leave.
He tells the Growlhounds to watch their backs.
Yeah, in fact, you see Harabas has come and he's sort of taken up a position nearby, and he is like hands on weapons, waiting to see if he needs to.
I apologize for that. One of those people that died was his aunt.
No, I understand. Why we may as well.
So he is very angry
just,
and looking for answers.
we may as well.
We
Just
want
talk.
to know what the choices were that led you here.
Yes, when I heard of the news of that event, I was beside myself, knowing that children died, knowing I have my own children of myself. Perhaps my husband is actually right, and I'm sort of like, really? Yeah. No, he doesn't say that, but that's his body language, and she's like, we entered the grand game, and we probably should not have. This entire thing has been one bad thing after another, and I personally will be glad to be rid of it. Look, we found that this thing. She actually reaches into this pouch and she pulls out this small stone. This stone is apparently, from what we have found, the key to Never Amber's enigma. This stone is the key to the treasure that Lord Never Amber hoarded away, stole, if you will, perhaps, from the population. This is the key to a hoard of unimaginable wealth. With that type of wealth at our disposal, we could become one of the great houses of Waterdeep. We could have been, but it is at too high a cost. Apparently, we're not the only ones who have caught word of this.
What
The Xanathar.
If you don't know where the vault is.
Well, that's a good question. And actually, at this point, she sort of like slams it down. She's like, that's a good question. This thing, it's nothing. It's dead. I spent days with it to no avail. I know that there is some powerful magics within it.
May I take a look at it?
No! I know that there are powerful magics.
I can tell you the type of magic it has.
I know the type of magic it has. I have many resources at my disposal. But this thing is inert. It does nothing. It says nothing. It's like it is dead. I don't know. And all for what? And look at now. And she looks around. Look. And she gestures out into the room with all the piles of dead bodies. This is what it has brought us. I believe my husband is right. I don't know. Even if this thing is the key, it has already brought us far more problems than it could ever solve for us. Fine. And she looks at Oren, and he's like, she says, fine. Take it. Take it. I want nothing more of it.
We will keep what happened here a secret.
Oh,
for you.
That you will. For know that House Growlhund still has many resources, and we are still a noble house of Waterdeep.
For sure.
Yes. So, and so wait.
To sate our angry friend, is there any way we can deal with your nimble right as a form of
therapy of some kind?
You
know, let him beat it up, let him break it apart.
Well, I suppose. The no right is extraordinarily expensive, however. Tell you what. And she sort of pulls away. Maybe I'm rushing into this. Maybe we should look at some sort of partnership in this rather than me just handing this over to you.
Partnership, get what you can and get out.
What do you propose, madam?
Well, there is rumored to be fantastic wealth. Something on the order of 500,000 dragons guarded by this key. And she holds it up. I'll show you a picture. Picture. Picture.
Jake, have you just left to like the front door, or are you walking? Where are we going, honey?
Oh, what's the strongest alcohol you got from that bar, Elona? You got that on you?
Heckin'. Hell yeah, I do.
Can I get that bottle?
Oh, it's like a lodestone.
like there's 3 eyes on there? I mean,
Mm-hmm. Weird.
That's sexy.
And
Not the word I would use.
she says, so this is supposedly the key. Perhaps we can work together and we can split whatever we find from this.
Well, since we will be doing most of the legwork, I'm sure we will get the lion's share.
And since we're taking most of the risk by taking the key away as well.
I see. Very well then. We will... But we are a noble house, and we do have much in the way of resources and influence to offer.
This is very useful.
I would give you... We would settle for a 40% stake in this. What say you?
35, and you have a deal for your family.
Out of curiosity, will Cole make this kind of deal with the guy who killed his father? I'm just curious, because these guys killed Aunt Ruth, so... Jake's got to take it a
You're not there, Jake.
I thought the whole
was
thing
there
was
when
he's
Cole chased
probably
him
not.
off. Jake was there when Cole chased him off while trying to make a deal with these murderers. That's what's going through Jake's head right now.
Okay.
Would Cole betray
goodness.
Jake the way Cole... Would Jake betray Cole the same way Cole has just betrayed Jake?
Oh, and Cole's
Well,
going to go
but
back?
Jake's not there for any of that.
Yeah,
He was
but-
there,
not going through.
and he got chased
No,
off.
no,
to
no.
that part.
I get that. I'm saying, but what's going through Cole's mind right now?
Is Cole
That little
actually planning
influence
to
isn't
keep up
there.
this deal anyways?
Yeah, wait,
Like-
I just assumed Cole was saying it and then we're not actually giving him money.
Yeah.
I'm You tell me. I'm just.
It'll come up.
He is going to agree to whatever lower end deal that they accept for themselves, just so that they can get the assistance from the noble connections and whatnot and use them. And then when we do find the horde, they're getting cut out immediately.
While Jake and Elona are outside, she's taking out the thing of liquor, giving it to
We
Jake.
haven't gotten outside yet. He asked for that bottle as soon as we left the doors.
Oh, then yeah, and then she'll take the wolf pelt and like put it over his head and put the wolf head right on top of his head.
Yeah, so you guys are like in the room.
You'll notice that as Jake's walking through the room with dead bodies, he's sprinkling that alcohol on the bodies.
Yeah, you guys are actually in
He's
that
headed
room.
for the kitchen, not out the east
Jake.
door. The
All
kitchen. There's a nice fired up hearth there, I believe.
Jake.
All right.
I like it.
Ruth's revenge is happening. He doesn't care what Cole has to say.
All right, so we're
He's
gonna.
mad at Cole right now. That's why I brought that up. He's like festering now.
That's fine.
All right.
Fine.
So back in the. I'm sorry.
Why is Elona the one that doesn't want to light something on fire?
Look, wait, yeah. When Elona is the voice of reason, we are in a really weird place.
Something has gone horribly wrong.
Hey, we all know how Jake feels about his mother or his aunt getting.
Yeah. All right.
And
So
like the mother to him.
So in the room, she's like, very well, 35%, 65%. We'll work together. We have, in fact, I believe my husband has an extensive set of notes upon this. Don't you, Orond? And he looks over, he's like, and he seems sort of like, he's swaying a bit. He's been kind of hitting the liquor pretty hard these last many minutes.
Lightweight.
And he's like, yes, actually, in fact, I do. I have made a sort of extensive set of notes on what we've found. And she looks at me and says, very well, Orond, you will give those notes to them and they can use it at their discretion. Let us know how we can help. We shall provide you with resources. We can provide.
How far did you get in this grand game?
Well, we know that there are several players. And she looks at Oren and he's like, oh, well, we know there are several players. The Zentarum and the Xanathar both definitely are in the game.
We knew this.
We also wait, hang on. I gotta check my notes. Make sure I'm not revealing too much. Hang on. Oops, wait, where did I put? I got you. Okay, hold on. Let's see.
Jakey, you scared me.
I would think this would get Elona excited. We're finally doing the badass shit that we used to do when we were kids.
You would burn people in their own homes?
Listen, what happened in childhood stays in childhood, okay?
Nobody fucked with us.
Yeah. A little bit of arson made people not want to mess with it. It's fine.
This woman was like a mom to Elona. This woman was like a mom to Jake. And we're right now just letting them off the hook as far as Jake's concerned.
If Elona sees you going to get that
He's not
fire,
emotionally
she's
stable
gonna be
when it
very
comes to this. I don't know why you guys would think that he would be emotionally stable when it comes to this.
All right. So he says, we've learned a bit. We know that the stone has eyes, but the eyes are seemingly incredibly hard to find. I'm sure that Renair Neverember, which you said you're friends with, I'm sure he is involved in this some kind of way. He was kidnapped after all. We know that the Xanathar almost certainly have one of the eyes, though the Xanathar had the stone itself. And that's what sort of set off all these wars in the street, was that the Xanathar, apparently the Xanathar lost the stone. Delacar, right, that's where Delacar came in. Delacar apparently was working for the Xanathar, but took the stone from the Xanathar, and that's how he got the stone. But we're not sure where the eyes are. Certainly, Manchun has a hand in all of this, and we're not sure what Renair's role is in this, because it is, of course, his father's legacy that we are talking about. So he must surely be involved some kind of way. I don't know. I need to look at my notes. come. Let's go to my. Actually,
please. Where are we going?
I will. I'll bring you notes from my study. You all wait here.
Are you sure we can go over there? It might be cleaner than in here.
I'm fine. And he goes in his study, and the door shuts.
Get out of my room, Mom!
I told you to knock!
All right. As this is all going on, Jake, what are you doing, Jake? You guys are easily, at this point, having a drink in the kitchen. What's
Oh, I haven't drank a single shot.
Oh.
Elona has, but
I poured it down on the floors in the other room.
Okay.
Jakey, what are you doing?
Well, we're gonna burn this place to the ground, Elona.
We're gonna what?
We're gonna burn this place to the ground. These are the people that killed Aunt Ruth. It's made out of wood. It's gonna burn. Trust me, this alcohol's gonna light up as soon as I throw it
I understand that fire and wood do not get along.
Shit.
I'm more okay. I'm gonna need you to just take like 4 steps back, to real fast. We're gonna what?
Burn this place to the ground. These motherfucking groundhounds killed Aunt Ruth. You heard it yourself in there.
But it sounds like they didn't do it on purpose.
On purpose or not, they're responsible for Aunt Ruth and the Zents. The Zents will burn as well. We now know that it was the Zents and it was the Growlhounds that killed Aunt Ruth, and I won't stop until their bloodline's wiped out.
Jesus.
Jakey, you can't do that.
I have to. It's what Aunt Ruth would want.
Jakey.
And to burn it down seems very fitting for Aunt Ruth. She died in a fireball, so will they.
I'm gonna really fast make a wisdom saving throw. Because stopping someone's bloodline is real close to what people tried to do to Elona's mom. Oh my god, why are there so many dice that
That's
happened?
a lot of dice. I don't know.
You rolled it twice. Your first one's real good.
Yeah, okay,
the first
she's
one's the
fine.
one that
She's not gonna beat up Jake. She will grab Jake by the shoulders though. Just kind of like look and scrout down.
Pick him up. Jake.
No, she's gonna go down to Jake's level because at this point, picking him up, he probably won't be too happy about that. Jakey, I understand you're upset, but they didn't mean to kill her.
So you would just let Aunt Ruthie's killers go free as well. And Jake slams the bottle on the ground, shakes her loose, and charges out the door.
I'm going after him, and I can beat him because, oh no, we have the same speed. All right, I'm gonna go after him and just, Jakey, turn the fuck around. Can we not talk?
I'll get my revenge another time. If you're not gonna help me, I thought you would have my back on this, Elona. I thought Aunt Ruth was as important to you as she was to me.
She was important to me. She was the only one of your fucking family who actually treated me not like garbage.
So what happened to not wanting to get revenge for her death, on her killers?
Because I assumed it was someone who actually wanted her dead.
It was their nimble right. It was their orders that caused the fireball to explode. Who gives a necklace of fireball to a nimble right?
I don't know how they fucking work, Jakey. It could have made sense to them. I don't know. But if you kill a bunch of people because you think they're monsters, that's not okay with me.
I don't think they're monsters. I think they deserve the wrath of Aunt Ruth.
Why don't we just fucking do what we did in childhood and TP the house? It would send them a message and it wouldn't kill anybody.
Because that's not good enough. They took Aunt Ruth's life. A life for a life, Alona. That is what I swore
in there,
on
that's
that
way
day.
more than one life. They have kids,
way more than
Jakey.
one person behind it.
Jakey,
It
they
was
have
the
kids.
Zents. And their kids will soon meet the fate as well.
You can do what you want, but I'm gonna get them out of that fucking house if that means I burn with them.
Well, he's
And
already
I'm
gotten rid of
turning
the
around and
alcohol
walking
left
back
the house.
inside. Well, I'm turning back in, walking inside, leaving Jake alone.
No,
Oh.
Jake's leaving. Gone.
Wow.
Gone.
I'm going back inside, and I'm gonna go find Loverboy.
Drama. Holy shit.
Heavy.
Once I get inside, I'm gonna just grab Ordap and basically just back my happy ass back outside so I can talk to him.
Madam,
Oh, God.
I have a one question that I need you to answer me very specifically. The orders you gave to this nimble right, what were they, and how in the fuck did it get its hands on a necklace of fireballs?
We needed the stone. And we had found, serendipitously, as it turns out, that Delacar had taken the stone from the Xanathar. We knew that Delacar was a longtime agent of Lord Neverember. We did not think that Lord Delacar would, or that Delacar would gladly give up the stone. We did not consider all of the things we should have considered.
So you willingly gave a construct broad orders and gave him a weapon?
Look, if we could have predicted this would
Very
happen.
capable of doing exactly what it did.
Look, we needed a simple answer. Okay, it happens. We
Okay.
made a
Well,
miscalculation. If I could fix it
The
and change it, I
wrath
would.
That my friend just had in here is deserved.
Look, I understand. And if a loved one of yours was lost in this, I cannot express my condolences anymore. Look, this treasure, if we find this treasure, that...
Will not bring any of those people back.
Well, perhaps it could. With enough gold here in the city of Waterdeep, you can do anything you'd like. It is certainly in the realm of possibility to bring back those who have died, is it not?
Oh, yes. But those are very high-level spells. They
With the
cost
amount of money we're talking about here, we could bring back everyone in that thing 10 times over.
Madam, I don't think you understand how these spells work.
All I'm saying is that
These spells, the ones that you are talking about, the ones that will actually bring these people back, only the most powerful people can cast.
we are talking 500,000 dragons. Do you understand? Can you possibly
Do
comprehend
you understand
the amount
that
of
money
money?
is not the answer to everything?
Oh.
We are willing to help you.
Actually, here-
listen to my words, please. This.
And there, actually, she sort of sits back and she smiles and she says, "Oh, I have news for your friend. Money is indeed the answer to everything. With enough
Is
money."
Ordolph still in the room at this point, or
You tell
was
me,
he
yeah.
drug out? Well, I know Elona started dragging him out, but did he hear this part of the conversation?
You tell me.
I would assume so, because it was probably happening very close to the same
Those-
time as she was walking back in
Yeah.
from Jake. So yeah, you
Okay.
probably heard it. She's probably
Then-
coming in the room right about now.
Okay. At this point, Ordolph just he walks up. Let me see, where is shit? Because he is not okay with this, because this is a slippery slope.
Yeah, we're in like
Okay.
a room, so
This.
we can kind of theater the mind or put yourself where you want to be.
Practitioners that would be able to cast those spells, they're not going to care about your money.
Oh. Oh, my friend, you have so much to learn. Do you really not realize that with enough money you can do anything? And she sits down and she
You
looks at you.
cannot do anything.
Anything
And
you
when
want
it
done.
comes to, he steps forward, and when it comes to the practice of life and death, be careful what you ask for. It is not
Excellent.
always what you want. Trust me.
And at a weird time, Ordaf, can I talk to you outside?
Yeah, and so she...
Both me and my large friend here are very familiar with the realm of life and death. I am a follower of the Raven Queen, and he is a cleric of the dead. Okay? We know these magics. We know how powerful you have to be to cast the spells that you want to cast on these people that have been dead for months. Okay?
I understand.
Throwing money at it will not fix the problem.
But
Being a better person will fix the problem. Use the money that you get from this and be better.
gotta have to do this. All right. So as you're saying this, she's like, you almost see her eyes sort of glaze over as she's like,
I'd like to make a persuasion check.
no,
on
you
that.
can. Let me cut to the chase a little bit here and say that she's a noble woman who firmly believes, she knows her whole existence has been that you can throw money at anything and it fixes it. She is your sort of typical noble, I am a person of privilege and the rules of normal people don't actually apply to me. And that's, you're sort of reading that on her as you're sort of telling her these things. She's looking at you and she's nodding and she's giving you the right verbal cues. But your read on her is that she is like, yeah, you're wrong, because I actually can throw money at anything and it fixes basically everything. And that's her sort of, you know, her world perspective, if you could. That's kind of where she's come from and where she is.
Can I still try to persuade her?
Of course, yeah. Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
All right, I got something I want to do before I go out with Elona after he does that.
Sure.
20.
Damn, Cole, you're a persuasive
Nice.
motherfucker. She is all right, so she does, and you actually sort of break that veneer. You break that veneer of, hey, look, this is how the world works, right? When you have a problem, you put money at it and it fixes it. And you, for a moment, she sort of breaks that, and she looks at you and she's like, but then what can I do? I cannot change the past. I did not intend for that to happen. I clearly
Be better. Donate to charities. Create a fund for people to go to school. I don't know. Spend the money in a helpful way, not just a greedy way.
Perhaps that is a good idea.
Help the people around you instead of hoarding it for yourself. This is what us commoners know as truth.
I am giving you. Hang on, I gotta make notes about this because this is actually for real shit.
Fox, did you write volunteer at a burn ward?
Yeah. Seems kind of fitting, doesn't
Jesus
it?
Christ!
God damn.
God damn it, Fox! I just like look over out of the corner of my eye and I'm like, volunteer at a burn. God damn it, Fox!
Oh my lord.
So
She does.
Or
So
no.
she's like, you know, yes, there are many things I suppose we could be doing. Let's find this treasure and
then Cole will put out his hand for the stone.
she looks at you and she's yes, 35%, right?
That is the deal.
3 1/3 shakes.
She looks at it and then she hands it, and actually she pauses for a moment, like almost involuntarily, and she's like, and she puts it into your hand, and into your hand is this smooth, cold piece of stone that lands heavily in your hand, and
The second it touches my hand, magic eyes.
yeah. Well, she pauses for a second, and she is like, I hope this does not bring upon you the horrors it has brought upon us, though. And she looks at you in the eyes. I fear that it shall. Good luck. And
We can handle ourselves.
she leaves it to you.
And then
Yeah.
Magic eyes.
This thing is highly magical. It radiates a very strong divination magical aura. Bees, you have something you need to do.
Yes. I'll start to walk out with Elona, but as we get close to the door, I'll stop. Do you know exactly what happens to a body that has been dead this long when you try to resurrect it?
You talking to her?
Yeah, yeah. He's
Oh yeah, so she's sort of like she's like having this eye like this very intense sort of eye to eye thing with Cole, and she kind of like breaks. She's like, body dead? I don't know. I don't know.
you can't use traditional magics to bring them back. If you try to bring something back that dead, it fails, or you go into the realm of necromancy. And then he walks out.
Well, very well.
We will
And-
be in touch.
Let's get those papers quickly. And he'll knock on Oran's steady. Zavroski will knock
Yes.
on
Tab is done with our shit.
Yeah, Orion comes out and he is like, a lot of stuff is missing down here. My favorite bottle of drink.
Perhaps you'll have a better chance searching
Oh, Lord.
another day, and we'll return.
I don't know. And she looks like she's like, Oron, for the love of the gods, Oron, how can you be such a drunk every day? And he's like, no, I'm telling you, they were all on the desk in here, and now it's all gone. Like someone stole all of my notes. I'm telling you. And she's like, Oron, fool. I mean, Lord Oron, perhaps it is best that you put yourself to bed. It's been a long night, day, whatever time of day it is. And she sort of collects herself and she looks back at you, Cole, and she's like, let me know how we can help.
If
You have been-
learn of anything new, please, you can find us at the Spirits of the Hydra.
Spirits of the Hydra. I see. Oh, that Hydra. Yes. Look, very well. But consider us an ally. Should you need help,
Send word before you send anyone. Master Melshimber might not be so accommodating.
well, we have a lot of rebuilding to do. Apparently my staff has been significantly depleted. So I thank you for helping us this evening. We were indeed in dire straits. The Zentarum cannot be trusted. And no matter how much you think you control them or that they can help you, do not trust them, friends. The Order of the Black Snake cannot be trusted. I have learned this day.
Yes, well, most of those gangs cannot be trusted.
Indeed.
Hey.
Well, I'm glad that you can. So,
Go tend to your children. They must be terrified.
indeed. Thank you, my friends. And I pray that your we can be discreet about all of this. If there are any questions by the watch or others, then we all know that really nothing happened here this night, correct?
Absolutely.
Indeed.
But
It is-
we will leave the body disposal to your man.
No. We shall take care of this. Do not worry. And now that I know where to find you, I can get in touch with you via paper birds if need be. Cole.
Excellent.
Yes.
Cole Voidfang.
Cole Voidfang. An interesting name. And a servant of the Raven Queen, you say?
Yes.
It is good to meet you, Cole Voidfang, servant of the Raven Queen. I bid you well. All right. So you guys, holy shit, you guys leave the Growlhound estate.
I go trying to look for Jake.
Jake is.
Yeah, I go where the direction he headed, and I'm just gonna keep going that way.
Yeah, I don't think Jake's. Or are you anywhere to be found, Jake? Or what's your?
Nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
Long gone.
Jake is
Doesn't
no-
matter. Cole is still gonna go looking for him.
So Cole's going around.
Alona's gonna go back to the lookout because that's where we told fucking Minuteman to go. So that's where I'm gonna go.
Chat with Orda.
Zavroski
I'm taking
makes sure
Ordoff
to,
with me.
to hang out with Cole.
All right, so Zord, let's see. So Jake has disappeared. Zavroski and Cole are sort of looking around the area for Jake. And
Zavroski highly suggests that we make sure to grab Elona and Ordath since the gazers could still be watching.
Hey, do you think I did the right thing in there
Right thing by what?
with Jake? I know he's so upset. But
It was either that or we killed them. So I don't think we need a noble's blood on our hands at this moment.
I feel bad, but it was going to escalate to a point where we could not return.
We'll still hopefully have a chance to get some recompense through their nimble rate of some sort.
Yes. I hope he understands what I was trying to do. I don't intend to share any of that gold with them.
I thought that was the whole plan with all of our allies. And
Yeah,
except for maybe Mert.
No, no.
Allies.
Al lies.
yep. So Jake, you have that. Let's see where I go. Actually, Jake, what's your plan? You've got that whole sheaf of papers and stuff from the study, but you're also on tilt. What's kind of your thing right now? Where are you?
Jake's heading to a little digs that he knows about that probably Elona wouldn't even know about at this point.
Ooh.
Zav might, but I doubt it because it's a nice little opium den with lots of whores.
Yeah,
And
no,
he's gonna
Alona went
drink,
down. She was gone.
And he's gonna do opium, and he's gonna fuck whores, and he's gonna
damn it,
fuck the
Jake.
pain away.
God damn it, Jake.
All right.
You
He's
remind me of
angry,
my
he's upset.
aunt.
My Aunt Ruthie? Is that Aunt Ruthie?
Jake finds Jake. One of Jake's flaws is that he finds comfort in carnal pleasures. So
There you go.
that's what he's going to do.
All
That
right.
and opium. I feel like this was the age where opium was big.
Yeah. It's
You chase that dragon, buddy.
Chase the
All right.
green dragon.
So you guys
the chrome
leave.
one.
You guys leave the Growlhound estate. Let's see.
I think Elona still has to talk
So-
with Ordoff.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm sorry. So I'm trying to figure who's where. Okay. So Jake is out of the picture. Cole has the stone, and he's with Zavroski.
Zavroski.
Are Elona and Ordath that far away from us? Like,
I mean, you guys tell me.
As soon as Ordath and I left the room, I would have taken him back to the house that we were in, waiting for
We-
Minuteman.
how long was that? Would we see them scaling
Like
the wall?
2 minutes.
or-
Yeah, you'd probably see us leaving.
I mean, we used the front door when we left, didn't we?
Might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of those
You'd
things
probably
where.
see us. You'd probably see us like walking into the house.
Let's meet back with our thug salsa friends.
Okay. Oh man, I'm sorry, Jake.
Oh no. Cole's gonna never mind. I was planning for this conversation to happen when Cole and Zav were looking for Jake.
I mean,
All
we
right.
could talk
No.
in
We
that-
can wait outside. Are you two okay? Do you need
No,
some
you
time?
You should definitely come in during the middle of this conversation. I'm definitely unwell. So as Elona is like walking with Ordath, it's gonna be like in silence until we get to like the gate, and then she's gonna like weasel her like hand into his, and then just continue to walk silently to get back to the house they were in, and just kind of just Jakey's not
Ordoth
okay.
is 100% dumbfounded.
Jakey's not okay. And I don't know how to fix him, and you're smarter than me. You've always been smarter than me, so maybe you know how to fix him. Because, like, my go-to is to punch him in the face, and then maybe if he gets knocked unconscious, he'll come back to normal, but I don't think that's how that works.
There is no real way to fix him right now. He's in a lot of pain, understandable pain, and it's a process.
He wanted to kill them. He wanted to burn their house down.
He what?
That's what I said. I made him repeat it multiple times because I was confused. He took their liquor, sprinkled it on some bodies, and then wanted to burn their house down with them inside. And I told him no. And when I told him no, I have never seen Jakey more disappointed in another human or person than he was in me, and it really hurt.
I promise you he's more disappointed in Cole.
Elona doesn't know that.
Well, the first thing, I commend you because one, it is hard to stand up to friends, and two, I'm sure it was a difficult situation. He is not in his right mind. He doesn't seem like the person. I don't know him well, but from the time that I've been here and from what you've told me before, he doesn't seem like the type to kill families.
No, we'd beat someone up if they were giving us shit, but we never killed anybody.
Yes. Again, like I said, he is not himself right now. You have to understand all the pain he's going through. I am sure you are going through much of the same pain, but you two are handling it differently. You have to just try and be there for him, but also keep an eye on him because I don't know how else to put this, but he can't really be trusted too much if he's as passionate in revenge as you say he is, because revenge makes people do very stupid things.
And he was already stupid to begin with.
He'll chuckle slightly.
Elona's gonna lead Ordath. No, we're not going upstairs. If we both stood upstairs, it would break things, like the floor.
So I want to tell you.
No, we'll go to the back corner, and she'll sit down, and she'll motion for him to sit down, and then lean up against his shoulder. I also have an answer for you.
Oh.
If you want it.
Hold on. We're going to take our second break right there.
Oh,
holy
yeah.
shit. Holy shit. What?
Hanger!
Man, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt a tender moment?
I don't know. I doubt it.
Destroying bees.
Yeah.
My bad.
I have to find it in my drive.
On
You
purpose.
saved Ordoth a couple moments of his soul being intact.
Ordoth, you're going to have to think quickly. So we are going to take our second break of the night. We're going to take just a quick 5-minute break. When we get back, we are going to find out what the hell Anna has to say to Ordath while snuggling on his
because I wrote it down and then rewrote it because I needed to think of how it would work.
And
we're gonna need to collect all the tissues for this.
It's gonna get more. It's gonna get more complicated than you know. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, because Cole's gonna walk in as we're crying.
Oh no! There's gonna
be a fireball that hits the house apparently.
And then Minuteman.
Did you read my notes?
It's gonna be great.
You read my notes, you son of a! Get out of my notes!
Get out!
We are.
It's back.
Oh shit! He's back for revenge. He's become sentient.
All right, friends. We are taking a quick 5-minute break. When we get back, we will resume this scene with Anna and Ordoth, and man, this is craziness. I love you. Hang on, how to do a break? Here we go. We're going on break. See you in 5. But She
I'm
might.
still writing. I still had more to write. No.
She might still be
hell.
writing. Too late,
Well,
Anna.
you there.
We are back.
You better come up off the fly.
Oh my God! All
Oh,
right.
it's like a full page.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So, man, the last session, the last hour was some serious shit. This whole thing started off with the party finding out about the Growlhund estate and sort of going in there and helping, and that has turned into the revelation that the Growlhunds are actually the ones who owned and empowered the Nimblewright that actually blew up the alley that killed Auntie Ruth. Jake has not handled that information very well at all. Cole has tried to be the diplomat in this, and I guess the big takeaway, huge takeaway for him, is that he now has this stone, this smooth stone that's apparently whatever. But this is the thing that this whole thing is about. This is what all the guilds are looking for. This is the game. This is the key to the game itself that is currently in the hands of Cole Voidfang. We don't know what the hell that means exactly, but he has this thing that apparently everyone wants. In that, the party left, and they're sort of reconvening back across the street at this place where everyone was, or at least one group was casing the joint, if you would. Let's see. So Cole and Zavroski are together, and Elona and Ardath are together. Who got there first?
Jake's an opium den.
And Jake
Elona
is.
and
Oh yeah,
Ardath.
Jake is in an opium den. I'm sorry. So who got there first?
Alone in Orda.
All right. So Elona and Ardath. So let's open the scene in this dark, completely lightless room. You can a little bit see what's going on. You guys are in. It's a 2-story building. The lights of the moon and the street lamps are the only things that might illuminate inside this place. So it's a dark scene. We're going to open up with you two there, and Zavroski and Cole on their way there. And so we'll bring them in at the most opportune moment.
Oh, when Ordath is crying.
All right, so the scene opens as Elona and Ardath are back in this place where they had previously. In fact, there are still some bodies, right? There are still bodies lying on the first floor of this place.
Salsa
No.
factory.
The salsa,
Ordath
yes.
took them all.
No,
Ordath
there's
took
still
them all.
the-
Ordath
Oh!
buried them. Ordath buried them.
That's
Buried
true.
them.
That's true.
Except
You're
for
right.
one,
Good point.
because we
thought he buried
thug
that one
salsa.
too.
We thug
We
salsa
also
one
the
guy.
last yeah.
The
Yeah,
last
the
guy,
first
yeah.
Salsa guy.
Yeah, so there are, so out in the back of this house, there are a few very recently dug graves. One crumpled, mangled body sitting at the bottom of this, on the first floor of this place. And so you guys tell me, what does this scene look like?
I have an answer for you if you want it.
Sure. Mhm.
And she's gonna turn to face him and grab both of his hands in hers and hold them in her lap because she's sitting crisscross applesauce on the ground. So I, for the best of my ability, have been thinking about what you said yesterday. When you left years ago, I didn't know what to do. At that point, I had lost my best friend, and I had no idea what he was going through. I still don't, and now it's worse. Now Jakey is so fucking hurt, I can't help him in any way. But I knew I would get to see him again, and I still know I'm gonna get to see him again. But when you left, well, I thought that was the end. I thought I would never see you again, and even if I did, you wouldn't remember who I was. But then I saw you kept the ring that I chucked at your face when you left, and as stupid as it sounds, it gave me hope. And then you left it behind. And that hurt just as much, if not more, than you leaving me behind. When I picked up that ring, I realized I am not the same Ellie that you knew. I am angry. I am hurt. I'm scared. And as much as I would want things to go back to when we would get to lay in that field and talk, to hear you call me Ellie and to call you Loverboy, I'm not that same Ellie. I don't need your protection anymore. And I promised my mom I would find out who hurt her and then hurt them just as much, if not more. But now I just stopped Jakey from doing exactly that with Auntie Ruth. And I don't know what I am anymore or what I want anymore. And I can't in my right mind kill those people after I just told Jakey he can't do the exact same thing. And I know it would make him happy and it would make me happy too, but I can't do it. I don't think I can, but I want to. And I'm afraid you'll just be a distraction. I'm afraid if that I let my feelings that I had for you before come back, I'll forget the real reason that I'm here. And Ordas, I can't forget my mom. I can't forget what happened to her. And I'm afraid that with you and me like we used to be, I will, because I'm not that smart. I can only really think of like one thing at a time. So, and she's gonna like look him in the eyes. This isn't a no, but it's also not a yes. I need to release whatever anger is in me for those horrible fucking people, those bastards who killed my mom, and I need to fix that. If I fix that, then maybe if you don't run away from who I am now, the very angry, violent, horrible person that I am, and she'll like gesture to the thug salsa on the ground. A person so full of fucking hate, and the person who kept the person who kept her best friend from doing the one thing she wanted to do, which was kill the bastards who hurt the person who hurt his family. The person that even up until now, I've been truly holding back. Maybe if you don't run away from a completely different person who is no longer Ellie. Maybe. If that makes any sense.
You look down. He'll just I don't think I would ever forgive myself if I found out that I got in the way of closure for you and your mother. I don't know if I would ever be okay with being that. That is something that I don't understand, because my mother died far before I was born. And, well, I mean, before I got to know her. And everyone that I knew that had any kind of blood ties to me sees me as a monster. So I don't have any familial understanding of that. But if Jet was murdered, I understand what I would go through to seek closure. So, and then he's just gonna let go of her hands, and he is just gonna grab her and pull her into a hug. And he's gonna like rest his head on top, his chin on top of her head. You do whatever you need to do, and if you need me, I am here. I know you don't need me to protect you.
And at that, Elona's gonna kiss him.
No. Oh. I mean, just return it. I was trying to think of something witty, but no.
I can't think. There's no blood in my head.
Yeah. His whole face goes white.
Great time for us to be walking in the door.
That's what I assume is gonna happen. That's what I assume is gonna happen.
That is, in fact, John, the perfect time for you guys to walk in the door.
Knew it.
As on the bottom floor in this darkened space, you guys kind of walk into this place as you see the huge Ordath and the nearly equally huge Elona sort of in this embrace and actually kissing. However, that works out. And Cole actually, Cole walks in the door.
There's a very specific meme I want to respond with.
Oh, what is the meme?
There is a meme of a little child.
Is it the baby walking
into
in
the
and
room
go,
and they go, "Oh shit!" right out.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Cole is gonna do.
Just okay.
And then he's going to mumble to himself, "I deserve that." And then and then he'll start walking to the bar.
Wait, I deserve that as in it should be him? He deserves that?
No.
Okay.
That happened. He deserves that.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I just wanted to be clear.
Oh man.
Time
as soon
for
as they
some
heard-
drinks, Cole. It's been a rough day.
Well, you guys are in this,
Yeah.
you know, in this
That door
house.
is
Like this is not your
Yeah, as
bar.
soon as that door opens, Elona and
No one
Ordath
comes
are
in
like,
and
nope.
Oh yeah, like whoa.
It's like when a parent walks downstairs when you're like making out with your boyfriend on the couch, and all of a sudden you're on different ends of the couch. Like that's
Yeah.
what that is.
Yeah.
Where you just pick up something too, or like a book is upside down, and you're like,
I got an arm. Just
Yeah. So there's definitely that. So you guys are in this house, and you're like, okay, yeah, and there's this very awkward situation where Elona and Ordath were obviously having some kind of moment, and you guys open the door, and they're like, separate. Nothing is no, right, and they're like all trying to be whatever, and you guys are like, whatever.
Same response.
Yeah.
No.
are we forgetting that we're supposed to meet? Oh, okay, bye.
I think we got what we need tonight. You might want to just head back to the bar when you're ready.
If he hasn't shown up by now, I don't think he will. But
Yep.
enjoy yourselves.
And as you guys are headed out, you actually hear out in the distance, you hear this music being played out. Like what? And you look out.
No!
You look outside the building and you see this outside the building.
X is coming out. Jesus Christ!
There's an orc holding up a goblin.
Oh my god.
Who is strumming a tune.
I don't need this in my life.
This is the best. This is
And he's
the
just-
best.
he's
It was
just-
the worst, but now it's the best.
The orc is just standing outside the building holding this goblin up.
Thank god.
If you guys can't tell, I actually made this myself. I actually made this whole like
No, it's perfect. It's
yeah.
Beautiful.
It's one of the most beautiful things I've ever beheld.
I hate it so much.
I love it.
It is perfect.
I love
Fucking
forever.
hate-
This
Yeah, because
needs
it's
to go
not
on my
your
field.
ex.
We need a shirt.
And you
needs to be
see,
a shirt.
Oh my
and
God.
Elona, you recognize this orc and he looks at you, and he's holding this goblin, and he says, and he just stands there silently holding up this goblin that's playing this tune.
Never mind, he's outside.
And then Elona's gonna do that exact same thing Cole did. Just walk. Nope.
Oh, come on, Elona! He keeps playing it. He keeps playing it. You know the scene. He keeps playing it.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
understand.
Oh, I get what's
You know
going
the
on.
theme.
Understand.
Follow your line.
No.
But Elona, he's playing it.
he's
I don't
holding
give
the.
a fuck.
Come on, look at all the effort I went through for this graphic,
I
man. Come on, that's.
understand. Oh God, why is it
Yeah.
shaky?
So now this
Yeah.
whole segment is actually gonna be muted because YouTube's gonna be like, "Oh, you're playing Peter Gabriel, blah blah
Out
blah."
of
blah.
nowhere, it suddenly starts raining.
Yeah, Jesus.
And he
Why
looks
is
out, like
Jakey not here?
he looks out. I know you're in there, Elona. You. He looks at the goblin. You have failed me. He throws the goblin on the ground. And he's like, this goblin's like, ah!
Nope, no
Elona.
one's home. No one's home.
Elona, they told me you were in
No.
there.
No one's home.
I have missed you, Elona.
So,
No one
Ooh,
has.
actually, ooh.
word off.
No one has changed my
Stand
world.
up, and he is going to walk to the door.
Oh,
Is the door closed or open at this point?
whatever way you'd like
Ask
it to be.
Elona because of the whole.
We would have closed the one that we were at.
Yeah.
And then Elona had opened the door to see that, and then immediately, like, it was one of those, like, no.
And closed it? Okay.
She's
Can I
still
just say-
standing there, just kind of like, what the fuck?
This may have been the best thing I've ever created. I just want to say this graphic. It may be the best thing I've ever created. In my
So he's going to look over at Elona. A friend of yours?
40 seconds, and I'm gonna go punch him in the face, but he will kill me.
40 seconds.
just
I mean,
puts his
that's
finger
longer
up.
than you went.
He's going to put his finger up and just, like, move past her, open the door, poke his head out. Actually, no, he's going to fully step out.
All right.
Yeah, all 9 feet of you.
Yeah, he's going to, like, crouch
Duck under
out.
the door.
Yep, stand up. I am sorry, but Elona is busy right now. Thank you. And
She
he'll
would-
turn around to walk back inside.
I would hear that from her. She knows me. We know each other.
Deeply.
Well, shallowly, baby, but yeah, sure.
And he'll turn around again.
I have come to claim her.
When?
Blame me.
If you were as important as you say, I think she would have come out here herself
Oh, we need to get information from
and
him.
then turn around
Fuck.
and
Says
walk
you
back
do.
inside, closing the door.
You will not leave me. I shall have her. And if I have to make my way through you to get to her, then so much more the prize.
Well,
Or that.
Oh, 2v1,
No.
baby.
yeah, no.
No.
At this point, he walks out.
No,
And he
or
just-
that. Fuck.
He closes the door,
Oh.
and he's just gonna walk probably a good foot, maybe a little less, from this dude, stare down at him, and smile and say, "I would suggest you walk away."
Yeah, he's like, your death shall prove to her my worth. Ah! And he actually pulls out this flail, and it's initiative, or death.
All right, let's do it.
Can I roll initiative too? Can I be a
You're
part of this?
inside. You're inside.
Can
This
I
is
join the
Ordath.
game?
Ordath is.
I'm joining the game. You don't think Elona would step in as soon as Ordath is trying to have a fist fight with this bitch?
All right. Oh,
Fist fight. Oh, he's
that's
pulling
cute.
out like weapons. Like, I mean,
I was like, fist fight,
Ordath,
that's cute.
this dude's trying to kill Ordath. He is like 100%.
This isn't about honor.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's
I
Elona would not let
it
Ordath
was going
die.
to be honor, but the moment that he pulled out a weapon, I'm like, cool. This is how this is gonna go.
No.
Is there any chance I can roll initiative?
Yeah. Anybody who wants to be
when
involved in
it's
this?
my turn, I want to blink from the fight to Jake taking a hit of opium, and then next turn.
That's his turn. That's every one of his turns.
That's the montage that I want people to picture. Like, there's a big battle going on, and then it kind of just
And then it's-
watches
All right.
montage style.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that's the movie scene.
Absolutely, yeah. Roll me initiative, Jake. Absolutely. That's like you've sold me,
Next
dude.
one is then he's just got a girl on top of him.
Yeah,
Every
no.
cutscenes of Jake.
100% roll initiative. That's really good. Let's see. I mean, delete. No, foes. All right. So, Groomshaw, the orc, agent of the Xanathar, is taking his initiative with this guy. All right.
Oh, how do I get rid of the effects?
How far away are we from this situation?
Not
guys-
very.
Yeah, you guys are inside. So, for the sake of this combat, I'm going to say at least the first round is a surprise round, so nobody inside knows what's going on. So the first
I mean,
round's
Cole
going
and
to.
Zev had left as soon as they saw.
Yeah, that's why I was asking how far we are, because we were
Oh,
walking.
I see. Yeah.
So they'd be pretty close.
Sure.
Then
Yeah.
they would also recognize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We heard
No,
the weird music, but
That's fair. Yeah. No, that's fair.
Zav
Yeah.
is like, ew, what is this? Gross. Who's playing this?
terribly
Yep.
so.
Yeah, in fact, it is. It's like the worst shit you've ever heard. It's like this goblin, like a goblin being held up sideways, screeching.
Roy, can you get rid of the effects on all of us too in Combat Tracker?
Oh, what did I do? Get rid of the effects?
expiring
You just had
effects.
effects from last time.
Uh-oh.
There should be an
Cool.
option for clear expiring effects.
No, I only have close
Somewhere.
window.
No, for Duray.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I only have close window.
Yeah, I don't have a way to blanket delete anything. Do I? I don't think so.
There's like one of the options is clear expiring effects near the short rest, long rest stuff, I think, but
Oh,
it
yeah.
doesn't really matter.
I'm down.
If you delete them all manually, it's just as fast.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So fine. So just outside this house is this orc, and he is just like this goblin. He has decided has not made it, so he throws this goblin on the ground. And Ordath came out and threatened him, and he's like, "Wah! I will win her heart by destroying you, beast."
No, you won't.
Yep.
Yep,
So
yep, I will. Yep, says
You
it.
don't get to tell me how I win you over.
all right. So looks like according to initiative, I still want to give a round between Ordath and Groomshar. So for you guys,
I mean,
that have left-
technically, Cole and Zav haven't rolled initiative.
they have, but I'm gonna for round
I
one.
haven't rolled any initiative.
I think that's our old.
It's our old initiative.
Oh, well then,
Jesus, Zav.
yeah. So for the first round, I'm gonna just make this a Ardath and a Groomshar round for the first round.
Everybody but Ardath and them are surprised.
That's right. Basically, effectively. Sorry. Except not Jake. Jake, not surprised. He's actually.
Oh, yeah.
He's very focused.
Jake's surprised at how goddamn good that opium is.
All right.
Hey, yo.
Some high quality opium right here.
All right, so Zavroski, Elona, Cole, all go by. Jake, we blipped to Jake. Jake, in this moment, this current time, what's a cutscene look like?
Taking the hit of that opium pipe. There's nothing more really to say to it.
Sweet.
That's
And
just-
offering
that's
it-
just the first cut.
And offering it to the person on your lap? Is that a?
I guess if she wants some, sure.
Yeah, sure, exactly. So Jake with the opium pipe, and then you see him sort of reach over it, offering it, and to this person sort of, yeah, on his lap. All right, that's Jake. Ardath, you have beaten Groomshar at an initiative.
Holy tits.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So then, yeah, he sees that weapon drawn, and the first thing he's going to do is Yeah, he's gonna cast Bless on himself and Elona.
Yes.
So let me see. How do I do this again? I know I can't just click it. I think I just drag it on people.
Yeah.
It will work, yeah.
All right. All right. I'll zoom down on these two. Okay. So breasts and breasts. Okay.
I wrestle you.
And then yeah, he's gonna take his mace and he's just going to backhand the shit out of diddly dumbass here.
Oh, everyone probably doesn't have their temp HP anymore from Zav.
Temp HP goes into your long rest.
Oh, cool.
Whoa.
Oh, sweet.
But Bless isn't an action to cast, right?
Oh god, that's right. Never mind. Shit. Yeah, Bless is an action.
John is like the best guy. John, do you ever DM games? Do you ever run games, John?
I've started running ones for some coworkers. But...
Excellent. You should. You absolutely should run games. Are you kidding me? Like you're one of the best masters, like rules, not rules lawyer, but like rules people who understand the game that I know.
Rules lawyer isn't a dirty term.
Yeah. No, totally is. Rules lawyer is bad. Yeah. But John is just a guy who just knows the game. Like he genuinely knows all the shit. And that is just super fucking cool. It really is. So I want to let you know I appreciate having someone, because I'm not so studious as I should be, and I forget shit because never mind. So I appreciate having John here helping me out. I genuinely do. So I just want to throw that thankfulness out there.
All right, so yeah, let's riggedy rock this. That's the end of my turn.
All right. So you didn't attack?
No, I didn't attack. I blessed myself.
Bless yourself before you wreck yourself.
Blessed in. Yep.
All right. So Grumshar, on his turn, actually steps back and he points at you. It's like, and this bolt of fire
Oh God.
flies out from his hand, trying to strike you. Let's see. Yeah, no. Roll. All right, sorry. Ranged attack roll. Oh.
Nope. So he takes his shield and just slaps it away.
You're right. What?
18, baby. 18.
No way. You're full of what? Wait.
Yeah.
Wearing plate, isn't he?
Yeah. I got plate. I got a shield. I'm scrown.
Holy shit. Yeah, so his eyes like, oh. All right. Sorry.
He's doing all of that.
Yeah, he is. He's like, wait a minute.
It's starting to feel pretty bad. Maybe we.
Wait a minute.
Does anyone else feel under the weather?
I don't know. Is she? Maybe she's not all that great.
Yeah.
I feel like that would upset Ordaf even more, actually, is if he was like, actually, never mind, she's not that cool.
All right, the Great Zavroski. You see this going on outside this building where you are. What is your?
He just viciously mocks the Minuteman. The Minuteman's back.
Poor Minuteman.
Minuteman.
But apparently he
doesn't understand.
I
the
guess I should have
Minuteman
made you roll that.
Oh yeah, the Minuteman has it. Yo, he's like, oh yeah, get out of here. You can't insult me. I'm here to win my woman. I'm
not your woman.
I will not be deterred.
Your singing or your friend's singing is not the way. It was terrible.
Well,
Get him, Zav.
I threw that goblin on the ground.
About yourself.
It clearly failed. Elona, what would you like to do in this situation?
I have a question.
Oh God.
Will you allow
Question
for
me.
the return of the seduction haka to distract him?
As a help action?
Yeah. Will you allow the return of the seduction haka?
So you want to re-seduce him, this guy who's here, because you
Well, I want to
seduce him?
seduce him so he's distracted, so my friends can beat him up. I don't want to fuck him.
But that's the
Technically a
whole.
help action, so Ordoth gets advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mechanically,
It's the
works.
health
Fla-
it's the help
fla-
action. just
flashing that titty.
figured.
Yeah.
It's just like
Hey, Grimshar!
Look,
Oh my
this, I don't know if
God.
you noticed this
Just-
this guy's
I would
whole.
suggest not to be loud about it, because if she's like, "Hey, Grimshar," and Ordoth turns around, he's distracted too.
he's like, what?
"Oh."
And Cole. If Cole sees it,
Yeah.
we're all the only who's not
Everybody's
distracted is
stunned.
Zap.
The whole round.
Yep.
No,
Everybody's
Zap wouldn't
stunned
be.
for that
Zap
round.
would be fine.
That's gonna be like, what's wrong with you people?
The whole reason this guy's here is because you did the seduction haka on him in the
Yes.
first place.
So I know it'll work and get him distracted. It's the help action.
All right, fine, but I like. Oh man, I like Grimshar.
That's great. I'm gonna do the seduction
you can
haka
remember
as a
him
help
fondly.
action.
Oh, but I made a whole
Yeah, you
graphic.
know,
I made a whole
Here's the
graphic for
thing.
him. I made a
Roy,
whole.
Roy.
But
We
I-
liked
I-
Auntie Ruth, but she had to go too.
Oh.
Fucking said it!
Oh. Oh. Well, let us have it all.
Here, I'll even pull up the merch.
No,
Here,
no,
we'll
no,
even
no,
plug-
no.
We'll
Oh,
even
yeah.
plug the merch. We'll
Ah.
even plug the merch. Seduction haka.
All right, look, fine. If
Pictures
you guys,
now on nerdleaguegamer.com.
if you guys want to kill this guy, it's fine. It's easy. Fine. Okay, he's dead. You kill him.
Oh,
but
that
we
was
wanna
boring.
kill him.
That was boring.
We didn't even get to cut to Jake doing speedballs off a hooker's ass.
Yeah, I know. That's
Come
what I
on,
was.
Roy.
I was also waiting for that too.
That was coming up.
This is a role playing scenario, not a combat scenario. He's like in by
Can we role play kicking his ass then?
yes, sure. By the book, this is like a level 2 creature. Like you guys could literally just look at him and he dies. Like blah.
Well, I was totally planning on telling everybody else not to attack him, and just it was going to be a duel.
All I'm saying is that this is a super easy kill. So fine, you kill him. Blah. All right, good. Yeah, see, he does.
Roy takes all the fun out of killing people.
Well, no,
I
exactly.
wasn't
Well,
going to kill him.
Murder hobo.
He's not a boss. He's not like this guy.
Elona also wasn't gonna kill him necessarily. She
Yeah,
was
I
gonna
was going to
Ordoth
knock his
beat him
ass
up.
out.
I was
Yeah.
gonna threaten him. I wasn't.
Oh,
gonna
you guys
hit
can
him.
do so yeah. The point is, you guys can kind of do with him. So if Elona comes out and starts flirting with him, he's gonna be like, yes, of course. Like I hired this whole goblin. I've got this thing. I got the goblin, and you guys can kind of do whatever you want with him. So if you want to just kill him, it's easy. If you know he's a low level, like super low level guy for you guys at this point. So what do you want to do with him?
Smacks him across the face.
Yeah, I was about to say the seduction haka takes place. Ordoth is just shocked and dumbfounded for like 30 seconds, and then is like, "Oh shit, that's right, I'm fighting." Like Alona's like, "Can you go?" And, "Oh shit, that's right." Wham! He just slaps
Yeah,
the shit out of
and
him. with it.
he died. Yeah, he dies. Like whatever.
He
I don't
dies.
think we want to kill him. I think we just wanted to knock him
just knock him out.
I'll
unconscious.
tell you
knock
who
him
you
out.
want to
This
kill.
shit out.
All right, all
We
right,
ain't trying to kill him.
all right. You
We
got
need
it.
to talk to him.
All right, yeah. Fine. So you guys can like knock him. He's like, yeah, absolutely. So he's holding his goblin. Like, you have failed me, goblin. You have failed me, goblin. He throws the goblin down. He looks up like, and I'm like,
What's up, bitch?
and he wakes up
And now
sometime
we
later.
flash to Jake doing speedballs out of a hooker's ass.
Oh yeah. Quick flash to Jake doing speedballs out of a hooker's ass, and then
Out of. He said it right. He said it right.
This
Out
shit
of.
just went crazy.
Out
This shit just
of,
went crazy.
Wow.
out of a hooker's ass.
That's how you know he's hit rock bottom.
I haven't done that, so I wouldn't know.
Just
Got a
farts it
butthole
out.
packed with speedballs, just face first in there.
Ew.
Like a powder
Did
geyser.
someone double check our mature rating really fast?
Yeah, I got you. I got
Double
you.
check that.
Pretty sure we're still mature. Yeah. All right, fine. I just want to
Oh,
listen to
come
a
on.
little
You would
more.
see it in a Scorsese movie or a Tarantino movie. It could happen.
It's like a vacuum exploding in his face.
Oh,
Ew. Oh, that's so gross.
like a... Thank
Can I
God
tell
for
you
Luke.
guys? Can I just tell you guys how long? Let me stop this. Sorry. Can I tell you guys how I was like looking at commissioning an artist to make this whole thing? I'm like, no, I have the best idea, and I made this whole thing myself. I made this whole.
We're so proud.
I am so proud. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I have been wanting to use this for so long. Oh my god.
Roy's gonna print it out and put it on his fridge.
It's the best thing I've ever done. It's like ever, but it's one of the better things I've ever done.
And this man just had a baby.
Yeah.
Oh no! Yeah, that's way better. No, that's way better. Jake, come
Clip this
on!
and save it so when she's old enough,
I
you be
will
like, hey,
clip
look.
it. I'll clip it and I'll send it to TJ.
You can't do
enough. I'll clip
Come
it and
on.
This
send
is
it
the
to TJ.
best
She's
thing
like,
I've ever done with my
Auntie
life.
Anna needs to send something to you, TJ. I know you're like 13. Happy 13th birthday. Here's your dad saying that this.
You need to know something. Your dad doesn't love you.
Oh.
That is great.
Troy doesn't love TJ. I got it.
God, holy shit!
So this went from a heartfelt conversation between
To
two
boobies.
people to boobs to
Speedball.
speedball.
Roy doesn't
out
like his
of
kids?
A hooker's ass.
What
To Roy not loving his kids.
Holy shit,
That,
man!
people, is D&D.
That's a natural projection.
That is
Yeah, it really is.
escalation at its best.
Oh, that's
Well,
really
now
good.
when your friends ask you guys, hey, what is D&D? Just tell them that.
Yeah,
Explain it
heartfelt
exactly like that.
conversation, boobies, speedball out of hooker's ass. Roy doesn't love his kids.
Yeah,
I'd
that's it.
like to go on record as saying no. Like I
TPK
disagree. Yeah, you're all dead. Dead. What's that Tarask?
Paradox.
Hang on, I got this Tarask somewhere here.
And you get to meet my queen.
Fuck. Dude, you guys are.
Woo.
All right, I'm sorry.
Once he's unconscious, we'll bring him inside and tie him up, I assume.
No, you can't. This isn't supposed. This is like
Then you should have fought us, Roy. But you just let us do it.
Yep.
I.
So now
You
he's
just
tied
gave
up
it to us.
for
No,
questions.
he's
So
No,
now
he's dead.
He's a form of information.
no, he's dead.
We wouldn't kill him. We wouldn't kill him.
But he's dead. He went down swinging. He's like, I will
You
win the
knocked him
love.
down, he hit his head on the curb.
I will.
That's what it was.
Homicide.
We were
Yeah.
like, boom, all right, just go to sleep. And he
So he put his, that's right. He's like, I
No,
will.
no, no,
On the curb.
And the goblin jumps on his head while he's on the
There
curb.
you go. There you go. The goblin gets some recognition.
My music is beautiful.
You guys.
Well, that was fun. Never have to deal with him again. Cool. Let's go get drunk. I have expensive liquor in my bag and a wolf pelt. Let's go.
Sounds good.
And the wolf belt.
Yeah, no, listen.
All right.
Alona's gonna get really drunk, get naked, and just wear the wolf pelt. Come on.
I'm pretty sure you put that wolf pelt on Jake's shoulders.
I did. Yeah. I put the
Oh!
Up and-
And it's
And now it's being used as a rug. Well, he's
Ew, no! I'm taking the jacket out of that,
Oh! Oh!
Why are there
Hey, there's a
stains
good
in
dry
certain
cleaner in
spots?
Waterdeep. He can get the stains out, all right?
you cunt! Yeah, because I was gonna make it into a jacket, you bitch.
Toss him a full
just
gold
don't turn on a
dry
black
cleaner.
light.
I
Yeah.
was gonna
God.
get new art commissioned of Elona with a fucking wolf hood.
That's
Yeah, the
fine,
wolf
you can
hoods.
still do that. It's just that the
It's gonna
the
have a
pelt
few stains.
will now look like somebody made bread on it. It'll just
Yeah.
have lots of water everywhere and some wet spots.
Yeah. The wolf pelt's sort of dripping of stuff. You're not sure. You probably-
It's gonna look like a Jackson Pollock painting.
Yeah. Oh God.
Why play D&D? It'll be fun. Be the token female. It'll be fun. Be the only woman in a game. It'll be great. It'll be a great time.
hey. With this group, women or not, like this is happening either way. This is not a like comment on.
This is happening either
No,
way.
it's
Somebody's
just
getting jizzed on.
a me being here thing.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Okay,
let's
so
go back and get drunk.
was there an actual story where Jesus?
Don't worry, I'll
Go, guys.
We're going to
did
we're
it.
going to get
We
some
won Dungeons
information
and
out of
Dragons,
this
right?
guy, but
We won Dungeons and
I
Dragons.
think so.
No, you did not win Dungeons and Dragons. Let's see. You
I
have
think
but you do have the stone. Oh, you have the stone.
Sounds like
Yes, we have.
great
the stone.
time to have a long rest and level up, right?
Yeah, it sounds like we should
need
have a long rest and level up.
'cause I have
Opium
one
levels me
spell
up.
slot left.
I mean, we did get the stone.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to the Spirits of the Hydra. Alona's gonna get super drunk off this fancy alcohol.
You guys did. You're still level 4, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or are we?
If,
All right.
if I could draw, oh my god, the montages I would draw for this whole scene that's coming up.
Yeah.
Cuts between the getting drunk and the partying, and the switches between Jake and the opium den, the group in the bar.
All right. So,
We could have
Long-
we could have another drinking contest, Zav.
uh-oh.
I'm not on drugs this time.
You'll only have a +1.
Tonight is a cause for celebration.
Yes, let's go, Zav.
Oh, come. There was a time when I used to think that as a dungeon master, you sort of controlled the game. And
That's a lie. Don't
what
lie
I
to yourself, right?
what I've realized is that that's just
Don't lie to
bullshit. Yeah, I'm like just
Yeah, don't lie to
basically like,
yourself.
yeah, I'm just
About
watching.
that time he realized he
He
fucked
fucked
up.
Let's go, Zav. Let's get drunk.
All right.
Oh, Zav's in. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's cause for
Let's
celebration.
go.
He's looking at Cole to be the responsible one with the stone tonight. So
Cold has zero intention of drinking anything tonight.
All
All right, let's go.
All right, fine. You guys know how this goes. So,
Yep. I got one free drink.
no, he's
that's
got.
two free.
Yeah, he's got 2 free.
I have
All
one.
right. All right. So, the initial DC, it's a con save versus poison. So, con save, initial DC is 10.
I don't have my bless still, right? Can you take off bless because it will?
Need to take off the bliss.
Ordoth is going to
There you
go
go.
up to Cole and ask to speak to him in private.
Got you. All right. So,
Yeah, leave Zav and Elona alone getting drunk. That won't end. That won't end poorly.
Well, okay, at least to the side of the bar, like in the corner of the
Out of
the-
earshot.
Yeah.
all right. So the drinking contest goes. It's a series of Constitution saves.
I
The
mean, my first one.
DC starts at. Actually, let's start the DC at 9. Fine.
Doesn't matter. Made it.
DC starts at 9.
I don't care.
So, but both of you get a pass on the first save. Okay, fine. Second save, Zavroski still gets a pass. Elona's got to make a save. Fine.
I already rolled.
Yep. All right. So now third save, DC is 11, and now
Let's go,
both of you
Zav.
actually make the save.
All right.
Oof. Oof.
Oh,
Off to the normal start Elona has. 1 intoxication.
All right.
That's three drinks for each of you.
Yep. So 3 drinks
go,
in, Zavroski is like, dude, this is what I do.
I beat Elona at drinking contest.
This
For a
What
few more
happens?
years. Yeah.
This is how I earn a load of respect.
All right. DC is now 12.
God damn it! What the
Go,
hell?
Alona! Oh,
oh my god.
12,
Yes.
and he makes it barely. Oh my god.
2 intoxication.
Yeah.
That's
So remember,
four
this is like what do you
It's
call
5
it?
and we're out, right?
Yeah, it's basically fatigue. So like at this point, Elona is slurring. She's like, I'm
I'm not
fine.
drunk, you're drunk. I'm not drunk, you're drunk.
That Growlhoon stuff is good stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good shit.
apparently.
Strong.
Jeez.
That's why Alona's not used to it, and Zavroski is. That's why it's hitting her like a
Yeah, it's the
sunburn.
bougie shit and it's hitting her different.
Yeah, Zavroski, like this is what he
Jake
does.
and Elona have definitely stolen liquor from Jake's dad before.
Yeah, maybe,
And-
but like this is what this is Zavroski's living. He's like, yes, I drink
fair.
with the bourgeoisie all the time. Get out of here, bit. All right,
I'm not even on drugs this time.
but it's all right. DC
Fuck
is
it,
now 13. Next round.
Maybe the
Lona's-
drugs were helping last time, actually.
Maybe Tucker Howdy had time. Why don't you do drugs and let me know, Zap? Huh? You want some drugs?
Oh, jeez.
Because I got him.
Currently
have any.
enjoying this fine drink.
I don't have any because Cole took them all.
It was a
If you
joke.
want drugs, ask Cole.
No one is doing any drugs.
You're not doing any drugs. Go fuck yourself.
And she
So-
fails again.
That was it was 13 now, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It was, yes. Alona,
Yeah.
you're about to pass out, actually. And
I have
Zavroski
3 out of
is
5.
not
I'm
even.
fine.
Zavroski's like, I'm not
Fine.
even. This isn't.
Can I drunkenly try and sleight of hand something stronger into Zavroski's drink and put him at disadvantage?
I think that's a great idea. So let's see. Make
At
me.
this point, does she have
Yeah, I was gonna
effects of
say.
exhaustion or no?
Oh, I'm gonna put
that
myself
how
at
we
disadvantage to sleight of hand.
Okay.
Sure, yeah. So Zavroski rolled me a perception, and Alona sleight of hand.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
he
that's
sees it.
high-ass
He fucking
number.
sees it. I got a 7. He sees it.
Yeah, you know, so-
That's and he like
He's
switches
moving
the.
it like this, and he's
All right,
just
he,
like
he
staring
sees
at it.
and then
go
he
in his
tries to
face.
sleight
He's
of
like,
hand switch the glasses.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
no.
Alona, which totally works based on those rolls. Fine. So Alona's like, "Hey, Zavroski, look over there," and she like switches the glasses and pours some extra alcohol into there. And Zavroski sees it, of course. He's like, "Oh, Elona, you're so right. Oh, that was such a beautiful thing. Don't you think this is gorgeous?" And she looks over, and he switches the glasses back. All right, so Elona.
Yeah.
Because of those rolls, you're gonna have
That's
disadvantage on the next.
Fine. Let's go, Zavroski. Bring it on. Oh, 16.
oh snap!
The extra
She's
drink.
rallying.
Oh!
She's
Short and
rallying.
rally. Short and rally. Short and rally.
Oh! All right. So
Can this episode be
Zavroski,
called Chork and Rally, please? Thank you.
sure. So Zavroski, you actually do. You fix it all, and you take a drink, and you're like, oh, actually, this drink's still actually pretty good. Turns out. All right. So, Elona, you have 3 levels of inebriation. Zavroski only 1.
One.
That's 6 drinks in.
Let's go, Zavroski.
There you go.
Let's go.
This is so ridiculous.
It's the best.
Yep, these are getting pretty good.
Oops.
Ooh,
4
that's
levels.
4.
Oh,
Oh.
that's a 2.
Two.
All right.
I mean, okay, hold on, Zav.
That's some strong stuff you got there.
Celebrity shot.
What's
I'm just gonna
this?
turn to Ordef. Celebrity shot.
What's the celebrity?
Elona is clearly drunk.
He just,
Elona,
he just takes one for me. It's that way I don't have to drink
Elona-
one. That
Cole
Elona-
takes one for me, so it
Yeah,
kind
it's
of just
fine.
cancels out.
Elona-
Orloff just looks at Cole like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Elona is 1 drink away from passing out. Like she is like, yeah.
I mean, they've done this twice before, and she loses. She lost both times, so
You lost both times, Cole.
I'm talking to Ordath. You didn't hear none of that.
She's still yelling at you though. She's like, ah!
Let's go. Let's go. Let's
All right,
go, Zav. Let's
Another,
go.
another.
All right, last roll. Last
Now,
roll.
now, what's the check at this point? Is it 15?
It's 42. Oh
We're
yeah,
down to
it's,
15. We're up to 15.
Zavroski.
Oh,
Oh, Zavroski's drunk.
Zavroski.
He's at 3.
Can
All right,
Elona,
Yeah, but I
do
might
it,
fall
do it.
unconscious.
Wait.
Come on, Elona.
but can Elona make it?
Hold on. Zavroski. Good game. Yeah, no, and I'm out.
No!
So she
She's
like
out.
says good game and then boom.
Straight back.
Yeah.
Like it's like so she takes her shot and as she's leaning back with the shot, she just falls unconscious backward. Like it's just one fluid motion.
And Zavroski.
And
Zavroski,
that's how it
actually,
ends.
this time, Zavroski, you are strongly affected, and he's like, yeah, this is. Oh, I'm sorry. What does that look like, Zavroski?
Well, I've done it again, gents. Champion 3 times in a row. Thank
Hey,
you.
you wanted to say something, Ordath?
yeah.
This is crazy. I don't think I can be a part of this.
I'm just gonna go.
She's insane. She passed out
As
after
he's-
like 8
as
shots.
he's
We gotta
sn-
go.
As he snort the line out of this hooker's ass. Yeah.
No, he's
Not
got a
out
crazy
of.
straw in there going.
Oh, yeah.
Goddamn,
Things have gotten
Lorna.
out of hand.
Obviously.
You mean out of ass? Sorry.
I was,
Oh.
I was talking to Elona earlier, and I found something that you may want to know and keep an eye on. She told me that when Jake left the room, he was planning on setting the building on fire.
Well, that definitely sounds like the Jake of late.
Yeah, I know he's going through a lot, and I know you guys are all good friends, so I
I,
just
I
figured,
don't I don't know if that's the case after
no, cool,
what happened in that room.
cool,
I'm
no.
not even sure I said the right things in there.
You did, you did, because there was either the way things happened, or it could have gotten very bloody and made three orphans. So you did handle it correctly.
Uh,
And he may be upset right now
but
because he is dealing with
okay,
things.
I understand that, but I I think of what I would do to anyone that had information about my father's death, and I'm not quite so sure what I did was in if it was my place to do so.
You see Zavroski stumbling over with the bottle.
Guys,
Seems pretty intense over here. You guys don't want a drink.
Mm,
Not right now,
yes.
Zavroski. I, I,
All I'm going to say, Cole,
Leaning.
you
Yeah, Elona's
are.
like leaning against the bar.
Oh no, Alona's on the floor again. She always passes
Oh,
out
yeah.
backwards
Yeah.
onto the floor.
Yeah.
I,
These huge
I
snorts.
I have always been the type of person to go after things selfishly. It wasn't until I met Jake and Elona that I started thinking of others, and I've been trying to help everyone without getting our hands too dirty.
Yeah, you're doing a great job, Cole. You're like
But
the glue of the group.
it's becoming very difficult.
Oh, toys is. We've got so many tempers these days. Everybody's getting
Um,
angry.
Well, I own one of those angers. And if the roles were reversed, I would have probably reacted the same way. So I owe Jake a very large apology.
Which I'm sure you two will square away and talk about. But my all I'm asking right now is that you keep an eye on him, because he is definitely not in his right mind, and he doesn't seem like the person to burn a family alive.
What? Burn a family alive? I missed that part. What?
Jake has been very angry lately, Zavroski. I'm sure you have noticed.
Well, I was surprised he wasn't angry as soon as we got in the state, but
um Ordoth is going to cast, let me see. No, fuck, I don't know that yet. Shit. I was gonna cast Lesser Restoration, but never mind.
I mean,
Never
you probably
mind.
you know it, but you don't have it prepared.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
yeah, I don't have that, so I can't do
hey,
anything.
Zavroski, maybe it would be best if you took a rest.
I think we probably all should. It's been a very. What time is it even?
I
It is
don't know.
well into the evening, well into the night at this point, in fact. It won't be long until the sun might peek its eye above the horizon.
But I'm going to wait and make sure Jake eventually comes home. And I will try to talk to him then. It's probably not the best idea, but I need for him to understand that I was not trying to stop him, but save him.
Right. You may want to just give him time to cool off and not see you immediately when he gets back, though. At least think about that. I'm going to get some rest. You should too.
That
Please
is
tell me as Zav goes upstairs, he trips over Elona.
Yep, a little bit.
Face plant on the stairs.
All right, so let's unfortunately, the downside of and the downside is that we only have a few hours to play each week. So as this session closes, we see. Let's see. Jake is. We know where Jake is. He's in the. Yeah.
He's balls deep.
Balls deep.
The opium den.
All right.
It's the name of my sex tape.
What? What does the what's the scene in the Troll Skull Manor look like? Or I'm sorry, the
What is it, Roy?
Hydra.
I'm sorry, Spirit of the Hydra look like?
Don't feed it to him, Fox. He needs to learn.
We've only said it like 37 times.
Look,
today.
okay, slow learn. If it means I'm sleep deprived, I'm like, it's
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, but you never
Ordoth
got
is
it even
gonna-
when you weren't sleep deprived.
After Ordoth and
You don't know. Shut up.
Cole finished chatting, Cole will invite Ordoth to his shrine to pray with him.
Okay.
Ooh.
He'll ask to see if Cole's gonna actually stay up to wait for Jake.
No, I'm just going to go to the shrine I have in the tower to the Raven Queen and pray and meditate up there. Would you like to come with me?
Sure. Let me put her in her room and then. we
Yes,
can-
the last 2 times I had to bring pillows and blankets down here. I can't carry her.
It is fine. I got her. And he'll just kind of like scoop her up, and then.
Are you going up the stairs carrying Elona?
Yeah.
Oh, the stairs are
crying and
they're
screaming.
crying.
Oh God. Yeah. That's tough. But since you guys have fixed the place, the stairs do somehow.
triple reinforce those stairs for
Yeah,
Elona.
they somehow bear up. It's fine, sure.
So yeah, he'll put her in her room, lay her down on the bed, cover her, and then go with Cole to the shrine.
All right. So in this scene, Elona is passed out. Cole and Ordoth are at the shrine of the Raven Queen. Fox, Jake is in the opium den. The myth.
Enjoying
Do you
those
want a
adult
good
pixie sticks.
cliffhanger to end on? Because I have one.
Yes, that's good. And Zavroski, you're downstairs sort of by yourself as everyone
No,
leaves.
he wandered off to his room.
Oh, to your room. Okay, yeah.
He
But
did still have that bottle with him, but
Sure.
Oh, you took the good liquor. I see how it is.
Yeah. But there's a moment. Yeah, there's
We
a
drank it all, Elona. That's what happened.
there's a moment downstairs, Zavroski, where you're like, you are actually by yourself, and you're like, everyone's in a place. All right, Anna.
Ordoth, you would see that as you lay Elona, I didn't think this was going to happen, but when you put Elona to sleep, there is a letter addressed in very like toddler handwriting, written in common, Cole, and there's a folded up letter on her desk. Do with it as you will.
And with that,
No.
There it
With
is.
that,
Thank you.
He grabs the letter.
no. Next week,
Looks
we're
at
gonna
it,
find
and that's
out.
where we'll stop.
No. Yeah. So he sees
He
it.
has it
Oh,
in
he
his
grabs
hand.
it. All right. So yeah, you see the letter and you grab it. And with that, we have finished another week of Dungeons and Dragons with my very favorite group of my equally favorite group of.
We've already covered the fact that I'm your
Dungeons.
favorite now that I've taken over social media, so it's fine. You can just say I'm your favorite.
It's fine. Thank you for joining us tonight. We really, really, genuinely appreciate you guys here. If you're catching us on Twitch, definitely hit that follow button on Twitch. We appreciate that a lot. Check us out on YouTube. We're Nerdly Gaming on YouTube as well. Subscribe, follow, blah, 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 blah. The best part, in my opinion, is to come with us on Discord. In the links below, we have a way to join the Discord server. That's where we chat. That's where we hang out as a community, and it's really a really fun time, in my opinion. So I am DM Roy, your currently drunk dungeon master. I appreciate your patience. This is the crew. These guys are, what can I say? These guys. Exactly. We did end tonight where there was a note that was out that Ordath
Didn't think that was gonna happen.
apparently found. I love the idea, and I suppose in 7 days we'll find out the contents of that note. What is that? You wrote the note, Anna? Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have it written down in my. I can send it to you if you want, Roy, but it's just gushy feels. You don't.
Yeah,
need
you guys do your thing. I love it. So hang on. As soon as I find the got it. Yes. Okay. Good. Thank you for joining us. Catch us on YouTube. Hit that follow, subscribe, whatever the right possible thing is.
You can do both.
Kudos to Fox because he did his fundraising thing. $800+ to ablegamers.org. Right on, motherfucker, man. That's how you roll shit, dude. For real. Saturday, Anna is going to be in the cast. Oh, Anna, I'm sorry.
Bees?
Anna and Bees. I'm sorry. Sorry, Bees. Sorry.
It's just Anna. It's
Sorry.
just Anna.
Sorry.
One woman show.
Sorry.
She will be like Nutty Professor. She's everybody.
Anna and Bees will be
I don't want to
among
be everyone in that game. I don't want to be everyone in that. Lots of people don't want to be in that game. Everyone feels bad for Eddie. You want to know who Eddie is? Come check us out on
Saturday night. Right on, baby. So check it out on Twitch. And of course, next Thursday, we are going to continue this saga. And, I guess we'll find out, man. This week was crazy as far as plot development. I love it so much. We'll find out if this crew can secure the supposed giant cache of like 500,000 dragons a week from now. Let's see. I'm really feeling a segue. All right, here we go. So,
you want us to raid a channel?
What? Oh, we should really
Do you
raid a
want us to
channel.
raid someone?
Yeah.
Do you want me to do it for you?
You can. Wait, but we have to sign out. So next week, we're going to find out if these guys can actually find what this stone that they found is. What is it? What's the purpose? Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know. We'll find out next week. Until then, you guys are amazing. Amazing.